Dude, this is the best. It is the best one. It's not like the serial killer.
All right.
It's the best. It's so fucking good.
It's incredibly accurate.
Dude, so on Friday,
Yeah.
my nephew and I, we went to, we got ramen up by the mall.
Correct.
And he's like, I really want serial killer. He's like, they don't have it anywhere near me. I go, I stopped at 2 Turkey Hills on my way here to try to buy you some. I go, I know where's the place who always has it. He goes, where at? I go, follow me.
Yeah.
We drove up to the carriage stop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I go, it's right up the road.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch. And he was so happy.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Making people happy. That's what I do.
You do.
I do what I do.
That's what we do here at We Need Wrestling.
Oh, is that the name of this shindig?
No, that's the name of the podcast. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not the name.
It's not the name of the. I thought you were saying it was the name of the episode. That's not the name of the episode. I don't know what the episode's going to be yet.
Something about a plain pizza.
Wow. I don't know what that means.
Sometimes you need a plain pizza, brother.
Okay.
Well, I'll explain later.
All right.
I've been having this anecdote in my head.
Okay. Somebody knows.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you just need
okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
plain pizza pie.
Yeah.
Sauce.
I would argue that it's not a plain pizza,
Sauce,
but I get it.
Dough.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with the classics.
An entire cheese pizza just for myself? Was that what he says in fucking Home Alone?
Yeah.
So there you go.
I just got a thing on my phone.
Yeah.
Todd, he'll listen to this. I know it's in the queue.
Oh, okay.
Fernando Mendoza just threw an 80-yard pick six. Fernando.
That's funny.
God bless you, Todd.
Not that I'm keeping track on sports. Who knows what I'll watch when I watch it. But I really like that the Giants organization was like, oh, that running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. gave up a really big sack on our moneymaker. Who's available to replace his ass? Yeah. Let's get him in.
Dude, Dart almost got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
I keep commenting like every time I take a hit, I end up in the medical tent.
Yeah, because you're
because you're getting fucking obliterated.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah. Because quarterbacks are staying the same size while linebackers while cornerbacks are staying as fast.
Yeah, that was a safety that hit him.
But they're the size of Ray Lewis now.
Yeah.
You know, linebackers are all the size of Vince Wilfork, and your corners and your safeties are the size of Ray Lewis.
Should have Cam Scadaboo out there protecting
That's
him.
right.
The old scat man.
Right. Captain Brain Damage himself.
Walking CT if I've ever seen.
It's all right. If he runs hard, he can get a good couple of years out of the NFL and
then just
live for a couple of years on his millions and see what happens.
Hopefully, never mind. That's mean to say. I'm not going to say.
He'll have in 7 years. Cam Scadabo will have an appearance at our local Motor World,
and you'll be there.
Maybe
you'll be there for Mr. Scadabo, the scat man.
I'll just get a picture with the dude from State Champs that kind of looks like him, and just tell everybody it was Cam Scadabo.
Oh, don't tell him that. That'll raise his ego real high.
I know.
I'm sure it's not the first time. Pew pew. All right, hello.
Welcome to We Need Wrestling.
Hey.
I'm DJ. That's Brett.
What's up?
I'm sorry. I'm Brett. That's DJ. So I can avoid all incriminating comments that I may or may not have said.
Hello. What's up, man?
I like the State Champs. I'm kidding. Nothing. We're good.
All right, good. That's good.
You know, we watched some It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, 2 episodes, and I'd say it feels like they're back.
Feels like they're back.
I know it's just the first 2 to start the season, but
yeah, I guess I'm back.
Feels like a return to form.
Yeah,
which is good.
The return of the Mac, almost literally. We did some trivia yesterday. We had a good time.
We did.
We did not win. I could see the face. We did not win. We came in second. But that's okay because we were consistently in second because of bad hair metal.
Glam metal fucking sucks.
Glam metal sucks, and
it's so bad.
Yeah, and there was we did pull one out at the end and managed to eliminate the team that was in first place.
And they got shoot hot,
and they got real mad about it. They went from first to third on the last question.
Yep. They got shoot hot.
Yeah. So we didn't move. We were second place. We were 1 point behind them in the regular game. Time. 1 point behind them at the end, consistent throughout.
Yeah.
Second one through the finals, all that.
Yep.
And then they were in first. They missed their question, and we flipped it on them to drop them the third.
Yep.
And a different team went to 1, and I'm fine with that.
I'll live with it. I'm
Okay.
a little upset with myself.
Yeah, you're upset we didn't win that case of beer?
Yeah. Oh, darn. I was telling my uncle about what we won. I was like, yeah, we won an Ozzy Osbourne shirt and 3 pairs of Ozzy Osbourne socks. And he goes, you gave that to Michelle, right?
Yeah.
I said, yes, and those are Michelle's.
Yeah.
He's like, good. I don't think you need Ozzy Osbourne socks.
Yeah.
I was like, why not?
Hey, one of them just has like a weird, goofy Satan Tanic cross on it.
Sure, Satan Tanic.
Satan Tanic. That's Satan Tonic. It's my new brand of tonic water.
I had so much fun, though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, I was fired up.
Yeah, heavy metal Vomit Party will live on.
I need more.
Yeah. All right, Ryback.
No, dude.
Feed me more.
I need more metal trivia like that. I was having so much fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was Metal Name That Tune, for those of you wondering. And
and
kicked
it was
a lot of ass at it.
Fucking awesome. It was only 3 of us versus like 6 or 7 of them.
Yep. Yeah.
We rocked.
The one guy literally punched the table when we threw picked the question that they didn't get to answer.
Yeah.
And they flipped. He got mad and punched the table.
Yeah.
So
a little too much, guy.
A little too much, yeah.
But
he was a little too interested in Britney Fox.
Yeah.
To be a real human being.
He was super into 80s hair metal.
Very much. That whole table was.
Yeah, which is very strange.
And while we were like, you ain't getting the Napalm Death question, you idiots.
Yep. I'm so fired up.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Especially, I had to be like the trivia guy. I was like, anybody else get that? Nope. It's like, fuck yeah.
Big shout out to Ronnie James Dio. Did a lot for us last night.
Sure did.
So.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, it was great.
Other than that, how are you, pal?
Oh, good, my dude.
Good.
Living the life, doing some yard work. It was a rainy day today.
Dude, I've been like trying to squeeze in yard work between the rainy days. It's been tough. I mowed my grass on Saturday, rained all day Sunday, rained Monday.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like I'm just trying to. Then I'm busy and like just trying to get shit done.
Yeah, I power washed my hand the other day. It's looking better, but I've been power washing since, and I've only had one power wash incident, so that's good. I have not repeated my power wash incident.
Good, proud of you.
I will say, as a warning, as you just heard one there, reminded me. I didn't even tell Brett this. He's heard me cough all day today, I think. I choked on my medicine this morning. Because I'm fucking old.
I was going to say, what are you, fucking 2?
So my mouth was drier than normal, and I do my pills like a man does his pills. I dump them all in the palm of my hand, and then I jam them all down in my mouth. And then I take a drink of water and swallow them all at once. Only my mouth was too dry. My throat's been a little scritchy from allergies, and I just didn't have enough water. Didn't take in enough water. So I ended up choking on my medicine and heaving them out into the sink a little bit. So, and I took a second round of medicine.
What are you, a fucking cat?
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to take a second round of medicine. So I got a little bit of a tickle in my throat from the damage from the getting an allergy pill or an ibuprofen stuck in my throat. So if I cough, fucking deal with it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all.
As Joe's punching the air right now, you better hit the cough button.
No, I got a cough button, but I ain't gonna
hit
fucking
the
use
goddamn cough button.
I don't care. Not gonna happen.
Hit it.
There's the cough button. That was a fake one.
That made me scream already.
Yeah, they're just little coughs. They shouldn't be so bad.
Make you scream.
But how are you, pal?
That's an Ozzy song, isn't it? That's a bad Ozzy song.
Yeah, it was one. I want to hear you scream.
Yeah,
it's like one of the new ones. Yeah.
I'm good.
Any Ozzy with Zakk Wylde on guitar is lesser Ozzy. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know about that.
I don't know when he joined the band. He just stinks.
Isn't Zakk on like No More Tears?
Oh, is he on No More Tears? Yeah. Well, then, all right. So unless the whole album is written by Lemmy,
all right.
All
right.
Zakk Wylde's poopy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No.
God, The Ultimate Sin's such a badass song.
Yeah.
I was listening to it today. I was like, yo, this shit rocks. I didn't listen to Shot in the Dark because that would have been in my head all fucking day.
Yeah.
So none of that. How am I? I'm good. Like I said, squeezing in yard work, squeezing in staying out of the rain. The temperature has dropped here. I'm feeling fine, which is good. Pumpkin coffee's back at Dunkin', so I'm thriving. I feel great. Shout out to Doug. Him and I are very happy about the pumpkin coffee being back. You are happy. Michelle is happy about it. So, fuck yeah. Yeah, no, other than that, I don't know. Just been listening to God's Hate EP a lot. Go listen to that if you like God's Hate or like Brody King. It's fucking awesome. It's called Won't Be Disgraced. It's 3 songs and it's fucking incredible. Yeah. So, other than that, haven't been doing much else.
Zakk Wylde joined in No Rest for the Wicked at 19 years old.
Jesus Christ.
In 1988. No More Tears in 91. So he is in fact, on Ozzy's highest selling studio record, because it has "Mama, I'm Coming Home" on it, but which was written by Lemmy. Mm-hmm. So,
but performed by Zakk Wylde.
Yeah, sure.
Damn.
So then he's on Osmosis, Down to Earth, Black Rain, and Patient Number 9. So, all right.
There you go.
I would still argue, while No More Tears was his most successful, it is still lesser work than the albums before it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But not trash. It is a good record. Yeah. You could just, Zakk Wylde enters, and it is a downslope. He replaces Jake E. Lee.
Jake E. Lee rocks. You know what else rocks?
What?
Pro wrestling.
Oh, does it?
It sure does.
Shit. Okay, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Is that what you're here for?
No.
No?
What do we gotta do pro wrestling news to start?
Yeah, I don't have shit.
All right, hold on. I'm working on it. Boop ba boop boo. No, not tease. Get the fuck out of here. Boop ba boop boo. Pro wrestling news. WWE files new trademark for Julia.
Why? Oh, because she's gonna fucking leave and they're gonna try to copyright her name. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep, they're gonna take her name.
Oh, I hate the company so much. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Last thing I saw about her was she lost to Michin on a main event taping. Yeah. Cool, man. Real good.
They're gonna try and do that now to stop these people from being able to use their names when they go back out. That's hilarious.
That fucking stinks.
The continuing problems of Scott Steiner's kid. He apparently German suplexed someone at practice.
That's what he's supposed to be doing.
Right. I agree.
I don't see that as being a problem.
Let's see. Adam Copeland has some things to say about the WWE.
I saw this.
On Fightful, at the end of WWE was overproduced and over-rehearsed. That's an ad. I can't read it now. Let's see. What else is there? Oh, what's his name? The neck-tattooed Russian guy. Ilya Dragunov. He let his contract expire.
I did see that as well. Yeah. Don't go to AEW.
Yeah, I
too many.
Yeah, I don't you get the stars. Let him go out on the indies and see what he can do. Let him go to Japan.
Go back to Europe.
Right, go to Europe. Like, don't just bring him right in.
Yeah, try to work Japan if you can.
There's enough WWE people at the top, and you've brought in enough old WWE mid-carders. You just don't need any more.
He's pretty young.
He's young, right? So let him go out. Let him build his name back up. Then bring him in. Yep. Because otherwise, it just looks like you're bringing him off as a WWE cast-off because he doesn't have any value for television.
No.
You know, nobody's like, oh, I'm going to watch AEW this week because Ilya Dragunov is going to be there.
He was like one of the only guys in the last year where I was like, oh, his matches aren't bad. Yeah. Like in WWE, I went like, I don't know, he went kind of hard and he bled every match because he just got busted up. Oh, that was pretty cool. He had those cool matches with Walter in the pandemic.
Oh yeah, no, he's a good wrestler.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just don't need him. No, thank you. I mean, they debuted the Motor City Machine Guns and have done nothing with them.
That's why let it go.
Let them rest. Here's another one. Apparently, Conan K-Dog. He needs another kidney because it apparently rejected his recent one.
Boy, oh boy, he's a mess.
Oh, it was 8 years, so his kidney's rejected, so he needs another one. So there you go.
Boy, oh boy.
I guess. Matt Hardy did something on Fox News. Good for him.
Oh, good.
Oh, you know what? Here's an interesting article. So I had to click to page 2, which I sometimes do on when we do the pro wrestling news on the show. Right? And the top of that page was about Ilya Dragunov. I remember that wasn't on the page. 3 down from that, from the Augusta Free Press, versatile Erica Lee, the big gal, is putting RVA Pro Wrestling on the map.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Published August 19th. Yeah, there's a...
Hey, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Talking about RVA Pro Wrestling Summer Block Party. Drawing 4,000 fans.
Yeah.
Erica Lee has emerged as a pillar of that independent scene. Known as the Big Gal, Lee took center stage in the main event of Summer Block Party, facing Jordan Blade in the last women's standing match. While Lee was bested, the opportunity was a testament to the groundwork she's laid in Richmond, as well as beyond the Commonwealth. It's been a good 20 years since we've seen something like RVA Pro in Richmond, Lee said. It's really exciting, and I feel like we're building something really cool and really different, and hopefully sustainable. It's been really fun seeing something grow from the ground up.
Wow.
So it goes on, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot in here. Yeah.
Well, good for Erica. That rules. Erica, you haven't shared it online. What are we doing?
See, there's another one. There's a little Chikara mention where I was Donarama in Chikara.
Oh, Donarama.
Got mentioned in there. That's funny.
We may have had a little chat about her bringing Donarama back.
So there you go. That's pretty cool.
People were complaining about her having too many gimmicks, and I was just like,
yeah,
hey.
she doesn't.
I said, how about we bring back one more?
Right, look at her. She's making too much money.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Her friend is going to be at the upcoming gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
That's good.
Yep. She said, come say hi and don't be weird. Yeah, that RVA show was...
Yeah, that's pretty big. That's huge.
Fucking huge.
4,000 for an indie? That's massive.
Well, when you got the big gal...
That's right, on the top of the card.
You know, the big gal is there, and so is Mr. Pig. So...
Oh, well, there you go.
When you got those two...
Printing money.
I mean...
You literally couldn't make enough tickets.
There were 6,000 people there is what I heard.
I heard that park didn't hold 6,000 people.
Did that night. Wow, so the gathering is this weekend in Max Creek, Missouri.
Okay.
Mother Nature's Riverfront Retreat.
Yeah, because they got kicked out of their old one or something, right?
I don't know.
I still want to go to a gathering.
That's on you.
Yeah, I still do. Family, brother. I want to go. I want to watch the wrestling.
I'm all set.
I would absolutely fall for a poop dollar. That's 2 weeks in a row the mention of poop dollars, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody asked us what a poop dollar is. I'm assuming because everyone knows what a poop dollar is.
That, or else they're just missing out, you uncultured swine.
Right, exactly. But, little whoop whoop, a little family. Trusting a guy in clown makeup and little else that what the drugs I'm buying off of him are the drugs he's saying they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the documentary and see you hitting the fentanyl. That'll be fun.
My back's too bad.
You'll get loosened up pretty quick there, I guess.
I ain't doing the lean. If I ever went to a gathering and that was the opportunity, which I would not do. If I did, I'd be skipping the lean right to what happens after.
Oh, brother, you wouldn't have a choice.
Yeah. So it would just
your shit'll be getting laced.
So
enjoy
listen,
yourself.
Nope, not gonna say it. Never mind. Let's move on.
Yep. Got any other news?
I can bleep stuff out on this show, right?
I don't know. You edited the shit.
If it's good enough for it's good enough for me.
That could go many different ways.
That's true, but
that's terrifying.
Well, it can't because we were talking about fentanyl.
But that could still be
we were talking about fentanyl.
Okay, all right. That was out of your mouth. Oh, God. All right. Dark Side of the Ring. Dooge.
The censor button in Audible is one of the greatest tools I've had in the history of podcasting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Side of the Ring. That's where we're going?
Yeah.
News is done. Boop, 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 boop.
So this was the penultimate episode of this season.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, next was the final episode of the season on Zach Gowen.
Wow, they are ending with a whimper.
Yeah, I don't know.
This was a 3-episode season.
How much sauce is left in the jar there?
Yep.
So Missy Hyatt.
The Walking Riot.
Yeah. Missy Hyatt. Again, decent episode.
Yeah, Missy was in wrestling. Wrestling is hard. Wrestling's really hard for women. And she came out of it really bad until she found happiness. It's,
Just had some stops along the way.
Right. It's, the dark side, I don't know. It was fun.
A hard-hitting analysis there.
Because there's nothing to analysize.
Yeah. Easy there, Steiner.
Listen, we talked about it the other day. Peak height of her powers, Missy, is when she's managing the Nasty Boys. I will not be taking any questions or comments on that one.
That's 100% right.
She, in the episode, I feel gives herself a little bit more credit than is deserved for as groundbreaking of a valet as she was. I'm not saying she wasn't groundbreaking, but every single 80s women's wrestler who was attractive and had that gimmick takes credit for Sable. Every single fucking one of them.
Yeah.
They talk about their career, and then it cuts to a clip of Sable, and with just a very vague, about cutting the path for what came next.
Yeah.
So like that's just always really funny to me. But like I'm glad Missy's doing well. I remember when Wrestle Vixen started. I remember a lot of that stuff. Good
old Wrestle Vixen.
She didn't talk about Colonel Robert Parker's hog at all.
Nope.
So the WWF thing was cool. I didn't know that happened. I didn't remember.
Yeah,
that
they didn't
thing.
like super get into like the promiscuity
right
of her.
Yes.
Right.
And
And maybe she didn't want to talk about it.
I get it. When you're
some are more open than others about that type of stuff.
Right. It is the dark side of the ring has fallen into the trap of the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
If them or no family members are involved, it will be a burial and they will really deep dive into it. But if you sign on and agree to talk about
they're
it,
going to try to paint you in the best picture possible.
They skip over the Orndorff fight thing. They skip over, they just talk about her being married to Eddie Graham and the sort of okay, like. And it's fine. I don't give a shit. Like, wrestlers of all kinds should be fucking around. That's what wrestlers did. But, like, yeah, when you agree, when you sign on the dotted line to be part of the show, it does bring a bit of a cachet because then, you have a first-hand account of everything. But they're going to be a lot nicer to you, and they're going to ask you, or you're going to want to prop up their legend a little bit to make him seem like a bigger deal.
Are you happy that she got her big rubber guy?
It's great. Cardona's price probably went up to $75.
I bet. Yeah.
Like that. They absolutely put them out. It was like
magically found 50 more after that episode.
Right, and he marked them up so that the original price is like $10 higher than it was, and then takes a discount down to what the original price was to tell people that they're on sale.
Yesterday's price isn't tomorrow's price.
Right. Yeah. Broski. Everybody talks about that these companies are going to have the market pricing with the digital tags where they're going to adjust the pricing in real time. Broski invented that. He should have the fucking patent on it.
Probably already does knowing him. But yeah, the episode's fine.
It's fine. It's fun. If you remember when Missy wrestled, it's great.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Missy Hyatt is, I don't think there's anything for you here.
Yeah. I'm happy they showed the clip of Stan Hansen chasing her out of the shower in his boxers. That's one of the funniest clips ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Missy Hyatt is what it is.
Yep.
Never like I don't know. I guess maybe groundbreaking for some. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely was, but like it's like when Paul Lee says that wrestlers never used music before ECW. Okay, all right. All
right.
So
yeah. But yeah, next week is Zach Gowen.
Yes,
and then that's it.
What's Gowen's gonna be? I guess drug addiction after wrestling and all that.
Yeah, then they start up the new season of Dark Side of the Cage.
Well, that has the New York Baloney episode on it.
Sure does.
We might talk about that one on here.
Oh, I'll be tuning in for that one. That's for sure.
Do we know who else is on that season?
There's a ton of shit.
Is there anything interesting, though?
There's a ton of shit. I just don't remember what's on it. But there's a lot. Yeah. So
they should just put out a whole episode of just Tito Ortiz going back and forth with Chael Sonnen.
I think there is something about Sonnen on there. I just don't know what. But the Phil Baroni episode will definitely be watched. So
especially if they talk about that WrestleMania weekend.
Oh God. All right. You want to get into actual wrestling?
I guess that's what we're here for.
Yeah. So Collision.
Yeah.
I honestly I don't have much again about Collision.
Yeah.
I just have about the 3 people that advanced in their C3 matches. I don't even have who their opponents were. So I have it off memory, though. Mm-hmm. I don't remember who Hechicero wrestled.
Brian Cage.
Okay. Well, that's why.
Mm-hmm. It was all right. Hechicero won on TV. That's the thing.
It was Nigel beat Shibata.
Yep.
And then
the Nigel beating Shibata, when that happened, I was like, oh yeah, they're absolutely doing Nigel Mox. And then he gets hurt. And then they're like, he's still wrestling. I was like, oh, yeah, they're not changing these plans at all.
And then Kyle beat Roddy in the main event. And
that was a really good match.
And then they got a little pushy-shovey.
Yeah, they did.
So,
the conglomeration explodes.
Yeah, why'd they get all pushy-shovey?
I don't know. They're doing a weird thing putting the conglomeration against one another because they got Kyle versus OC coming up Saturday.
Yeah.
In Reading, Pennsylvania, if you hadn't heard.
Yeah, boy, did they hammer that home.
So the opener on Collision I thought was really good, of Adam Page and Brodito versus the Lethal Twist. But it was actually really fun because it was just basically a way for Hangman, Brodito to do 3-man moves against flippy dudes. So they were just throwing these dudes around and beating them up. That was really fun. Brody kicked out of a double pin, like 2 guys laid him and he booted him out. It was pretty awesome.
I do like that.
And we got the Ricochet stuff. That's all building and building. The Divine Dominion squish of Maserati and Rochelle Riveter was a squash, but it was awesome. It was like a Road Warrior squash. Like they just beat the shit out of those girls. And then the Birds run in pay-per-view bullshit.
Shout out Jamie Hayter.
Shout out Jamie Hayter indeed. Skipped a bunch. Ciampa did a promo on this show talking about how he was looking to get into the Casino Gauntlet. And I was like, you went from holding a title to working with Chris Jericho to cutting promos about maybe you can get the 4th or 5th entrant in a Casino Gauntlet.
Jericho Vortex, baby.
Yep. It's insane. Excuse me. Mercedes versus Zeta Steel. They set that up earlier. That's just so Willow can like interrupt the middle of the match. And Mercedes hid behind No More BS Paul White, who is horrible on commentary. Horrible. Stop that. He's so bad. He does not want to be there. He's boring as fuck. Knock it off.
I don't know. I heard him getting excited about an ankle locker and Nigel and Shibata.
Yeah, bad business. Didn't like him. Jungle Jack says he ain't got time to bleed. I'm just not interested in that.
Oh, he was real bloody.
He was real bloody. And then we get Swerve's Power Gut, which was really cool.
Great, brother.
Yeah. But yeah,
a new cycle has to begin sometime.
Hey, listen. I ain't got no problem with Power Gut. Go tell Swerve through his face that his belly's looking a little big.
My belly is a little too big.
Right. He looks good. Everybody needs to shut up. Power Guts used to be a thing. Get used to it.
There should still be a thing.
If you're not built like Ted Arcidi, I don't want to see you.
Damn right. Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite last night was fucking sick. United Empire versus the Don Callis family.
Yes.
And United Empire being Will Ospreay, Francesco Akira wearing his Tajiri pants.
Yep.
And Hanare.
And Hanare, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was good. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It's Brian Cage, Lance Archer, and Rocky Romero. So it is the D team.
Yeah, I liked Rocky getting murdered with the hidden blade when he does a little slide thing.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Every time he should get hit with something when that happens.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was a fun little match. Mm-hmm. Good to see Hanare and Francesco Akira on my television.
Yeah, I keep thinking they're going to do, like, they're bringing him in to do something to Will, but they've clearly pivoted away from that, particularly after the end of this show.
He just had his back.
Yeah.
That's all.
Akira was, like, talking like he was sick of him, and now he's still there, but okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Jeff Cobb's not in, I don't know, whatever. He's not there anymore or something. I don't know.
Well, he's somewhere.
He's somewhere.
Kazuchika Okada getting interviewed
I love this interview.
It was very fun.
I love this interview so much. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was good when he's talking about keeping the belt in the family. He's like, but Kyle, you're going to have to raise my hand if I win.
Right. He's like, Kyle should be happy if I win, and he'll have to raise my hand. I liked it a lot. Yeah. He's like, I'll be happy if Kyle wins. Kyle better be happy if I win.
I loved immediately flowing into Fletcher coming out to the ring for his in-ring promo.
Yeah.
Man, this dude's over as fuck. This is a running theme of the night, is a lot of people are very over.
Yeah.
Great crowd in Baltimore last night.
Oh, yeah. Killer crowd in
shout
Baltimore,
out.
for sure. And big shout out, too, to the production being the little promos during the entrances. I loved that with everybody. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Fletcher gets on the mic and just kind of says the same thing, where he's just like, yeah, Okada, like, you better raise my hand.
Yeah, he's like, you should help me retain this title.
Yeah, and he's like, the one thing that drives us is our hate for Konosuke Takeshita, which, of course, Takeshita's music hits.
Yep.
He comes out to a thunderous reaction. Him and Fletcher brawl.
Yep.
He gets the better of Fletcher.
Yeah, take beats and ass.
So, that's going to be awesome for the pay-per-view. I'm very excited about that match.
Yes.
Fletcher, Takeshita, Okada, I hope it rips. I really, really do.
Me too. 3-ways are hard, but if those three can do it,
yeah, it's gonna. I think
if any three could do it, I mean,
I think it'll be awesome.
Yeah, I hope so.
The Will Ospreay Kenny Omega sit down. I thought this was great.
I thought it went on too long. I really liked it. I saw a lot of people bitching about the COVID stuff, and I was like, No, this makes sense in a wrestling
It's
promo.
part of their story.
Right. It's a wrestling promo.
Yeah.
He wasn't giving a TED talk about the
No.
conditions of COVID. Everyone's like, oh, how dare he? And it's like, no. In the context of a wrestling promo, which is ridiculous in its nature, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of an interesting thing where like Kenny's saying he's not good enough and he's never going to be him, but Kenny's been sitting on his heels for the last couple of years, and like Will was holding down a company in a country he didn't live in. It was, so I liked it. I thought it was a little too long, but I really liked it.
I thought it was great. See, I thought it was perfect because I'm like, no, you're establishing that there is the full history here.
Yeah.
The history from them in Japan.
Yeah.
The history of them from PWG even, just to be like, nah, this isn't just like a little flash in the pan feud. No, there's a lot of history with these guys.
Yeah.
I liked, Will talking about like, you couldn't handle the pressure. You had to drive 3 hours.
Yeah.
I had to fly 15 hours, then sit in a hotel for 7 days. You know,
I think it's the best promo of Ospreay's life.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot.
Yeah.
I liked Kenny bringing up like the mom and then the kid.
Yeah,
like,
it makes Kenny a heel.
Oh yeah, this is full blown like Kenny heel now.
They don't do that in the match later, which is weird. But like this is heel Kenny. Like So
it's like Kenny big leaguing him, Like it's that like complimentary, like it's like where he's like, Will, like no matter what, I respect you. I think you're one of the best professional wrestlers I've ever laid my eyes on. Like no matter what, I will respect you. But the little extra jab about like it sucks I'm gonna have to beat you in front of your mom,
right?
And then maybe your kid's gonna have to need a new hero to look up to. Like that was so fucking good.
I liked when Kenny said like that. Will's great, but you need my name on the marquee next to yours, the headline, like all that. Yeah.
And like Will was like, you couldn't handle the pressure. Like you were wrestling in front of a bunch of your friends sitting around ringside who were paid to clap for you. I was just like, yo. Yeah. This is so fucking good. And like, I liked that they touched on when they had that match at Forbidden Door and when Ospreay was with Callis. And he's like, I fucking regret that I had to do that. Like, I hate it. And I just love Kenny just be like, I forgive you. He didn't say sorry, but I forgive you. It's just, right. I thought they were both so perfect with it. I loved it. It was, that's, reminiscent of WrestleMania 17, I Need to Beat You, Rock. I love that promo too. It was just like I don't know, two top guys, man. I love that shit.
Top guys out.
My World in a TBS title match retained against a bunch of people.
Yep. I thought it was better than I thought it was going to be.
That's probably what I would say too. Better than expected.
When it's like the first half, I was like, oh wait, is this going to be good? And then it kind of fell apart. I think I got a little lost. All those things, but like I was like, I don't think this is gonna be any good, and I thought it was okay. The Persephone stat stuff I really liked.
Yeah, those two, I want to see them brawl.
Persephone going for the dive and stat running in with the cutter, awesome spot.
Yeah.
Better than I thought it could be. Not even better than I thought it was gonna be. Better than I thought they could do in a 4-way with this mess of people. Yeah. Like with Sheeta dragging the party down a little bit like she has been, sadly. And I thought there was going to be a title change here. But, like, is there a good title change for this belt right now? I don't know.
If I had anybody in this match other than My World, Persephone.
Right. She's the best wrestler to have it. Yeah. But on television, she's not there. She loses every time she's out. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have anybody set up in the division to win this title and look strong other than just being a second, this isn't working, let's move the title on thing.
Yeah, you could have put it on her and then have her stat feud.
Yeah, it's just Persephone just needs a couple wins.
Maybe just save that. Maybe you have Persephone beat My World and then...
Yeah, that could be. In a 4-way, it's a little easier to do. Yeah. But yeah, they don't have anybody else positioned. Stat is completely lost and has been forever. Like, she's great when she's on TV, but like position,
her in-ring, man, is really good, but
nothing important. They ruined her when they did those. I say it every time. The heel change back and forth bullshit that they did like a year and a half ago or 2 years, whenever that was. She's never recovered. Yeah, can't figure out who she wants to be.
Just go back to that More Than a Woman character. Yeah. That was good. I like that. Mm-hmm. John Moxley versus the Switchblade Jay White in a C3 quarterfinal, I guess you can call this.
Quarterfinal, yep.
I thought this was fucking great.
I love this. I texted you about it when it was over last night after trivia. I love this. Yeah. This is like I didn't expect Mox to and Jay White to come out and do a match like this. Like I was like, oh, this is gonna be really good, but like they tore it down. I felt,
boy,
right from the start.
That crowd loved Switchblade.
Switchblade looked great.
He looked awesome. Yeah. Easily his best match back so far.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved everything about this. I loved like the power game from Mox wasn't working at first with like the little when they did the little test of strength and Jay backed him up into the corner.
My favorite.
Oh shit!
I knew this match was gonna rip because they talk on commentary when Jay White's coming out that he re-injured his neck and that's why he was out for like a couple of weeks, right? Whatever. But he gets in the ring and they do that test of strength spot. And Mox has him down and Jay goes into the neck bridge, but like tweaks his neck and like sells his neck because we know his neck is bad. And I was like, all right, this match is gonna rip.
Yeah.
Like it's just this little he didn't sell it big. It was just if you were watching him, it was just like a little twitch. And you were like, oh, that's because his neck hurts. He's not as strong at those right now. And I was like, it's perfect. This match is going to rip. And it did.
I liked on commentary, too, they called out, they're like, oh, I think I saw Jay White have his neck taped, but he's got his hair down over his neck, so you can't really see.
Right.
And then the one camera angle went, oh, there it is. Like, you could see it clear as day. But from Mox's perspective, he couldn't see it.
And I will say...
It's the little stuff, man.
It's the little stuff. We're going to talk about a lot about the little stuff this week, I think. But, like... This is the most I've seen Mox get beat up since maybe the OC feud.
Yeah.
Like when OC really bloodied him up that one time. Like Mox, like this was hard for him. This was the most he's had, I think, in a match in a long time.
Jay's counter wrestling.
It's always been his strong suit. He's amazing.
Yeah. Like, because I was talking to you and it's funny, I was talking to Marcus at the same time last night because he was catching up late too. And like his like ability to like, he'll bait you. Like you take two, like he'll take 2-3 punches, and when you go to throw to the fourth, and he catches you in a move, like it was Mox last night. He threw like a couple jabs, went to throw the lariat. Switchblade ducked it, and just hit it with like the flatliner kind of.
Yeah,
and it looked fucking so smooth and so crisp.
Yep.
I thought this was awesome.
They do a proper fucking superplex.
Yep.
None of this second rope, like person taking it standing on the top.
Yeah.
A proper superplex is both people on the top rope. I don't give a fuck. And the second thing is when Jay White hits the Blade Runner.
Yep.
And like it's a movement where you do like there's momentum throwing your opponent. You have to roll your opponent in the air a little bit. And when Mox hits and just continues that momentum out of the ring, I was like, it's perfect. It makes so much sense there. Yeah, he's out, so like he doesn't have the power to do this, but the momentum is carrying him outside the ring. It's awesome.
Yeah.
The momentum, if you will.
I enjoyed the shit out of this. Yeah. So much fun.
The sequence at the end, the reversals, the locks, the cool Mox gets into the bulldog really cool way. And then like Jay just struggling, not wanting to give up was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
If I didn't think going in Mox was gonna lose, but if there was a match he was gonna lose, this was the closest he's ever gonna get.
Yeah, because like Jay White's had his number. They even called on commentary. They go, he has 2 wins over Mox. You know,
and Mox and Juice had that good program too for a little bit.
God damn. Oh, Switchblade rules.
Yep. So happy to have him back.
After the match.
Yes.
Switchblade's kind of hanging around with Mox, and like Mox isn't going to shake his hand.
Yeah.
And then David Finlay comes running in, and so does Clark Connors. So they're beating the shit out of Switchblade. And then out comes Roddy and OC to defend Switchblade. And then out comes a returning Gabe Kidd. That's right. Cry more, you piss baby losers. Don't care. You're a bunch of babies.
Okay.
Hey, listen, when you'd rather Leo Rush on television, that's all my opinion. That's
Yikes.
I don't give a shit what you think at that point.
Yeah, that's pretty silly. I'm so glad that Leo Rush is not on television.
Get it. Yeah. Hell no, but we like him, but then we realize he's a goof. Oh, no, he's just the new Danhausen. Yeah, you fuckers flipped real quick, didn't you? Yeah. So they're beating up the Congos. Out comes Brodito and Hangman to fight.
Yep.
Then the Demand comes out on the stage. Man, this Trios division got some fucking juice to it now. Like,
it does.
For the first time ever, I think.
Yeah, it's been good before, but it's never felt this alive.
No, this is like... There's been, you've had we'll say like the Elite had it and versus the Death Triangle. You go, like that's just the main feud. Like, no, we got a lot of players here now. Hangman's on the commentary or on the mic. He's like, Wembley, whoever wants it, come get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very impressed with this. I'm like, wow, there's actually like star power here,
for sure.
you know.
I thought Roddy and Gabe, like, let's mix that up.
Yep, I want to see the singles there.
So who knows? Like, there's a lot of moving pieces, and I said to you about this last night too. Like, I think this isn't an AEW problem. This is an all wrestling problem. It's in any promotion that has trios and tag team titles. You can only get one heated up at a time. It takes too much of your resources to have them both going, because like trios still need to be sort of foundational around a tag team plus one. That's kind of how they work the best.
Yeah.
Like you can have stables and stuff, but most of the time it breaks off into, you know, the elite is a tag team and somebody else, or you know, whatever. Brodito with this is, you know, whatever. Yeah. When like it was Jet Speed and Mystico, it's, you know, it's a tag team and a plus one.
Yeah.
You know, the trios divisions work best when things are polyamorous. And so the tag division, who's the Edge and Christian tag title holders? Yeah, and they're going to wrestle the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So there's nobody else in line for those titles. I don't think anybody else is giving a shit. You know, the Hurt Syndicate is in the abyss with the STP still, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
So, but the trios get to really heat up because you can, you know, like, and honestly, the last time the tag division felt really good was when Brodito had those two. So. You know.
Yeah, it just seems like they're putting more effort, more effort than ever into the trios.
They are. Anything with the demand, tag team with a guy. Like, it's all the dogs, tag team with a guy, kind of. I don't think it was the way the tag team they wanted it to be, but that's who it ended up being. But, it's really good. It's just, you know, you're never going to have both. If you wanted both, like, you can have them at the same time, they'll both be good. But if you want one to be great, the other one has to be lesser. It's just too many resources.
Did they say why the Bang Bang Gang wasn't there last night?
Well, it's Continental Club, so nobody can come out to the ring.
Yeah, but after the match.
Oh, why they didn't run out? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, man, I think when Switchblade gets up, he's going to shove Hangman.
Yeah.
Because of the history they have.
Right.
And that would have been awesome, you know? Yeah. But, no, I thought that this was like such a good after match segment. So.
Yep. Almost feels like they're building towards a pay-per-view in a week and a half.
Crazy. It's like this is before the go-home Dynamite, huh?
The go-home Dynamite might stink. This one was a good one. Yep. This is their great one. I'll say that. I thought this was a really good Dynamite.
Yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of this Dynamite.
Unless the rarer anomaly happens that the one from last week was the fuck-up, next week, just be careful, everybody. Yeah. It could be real shitty.
I liked the stuff with Andrade.
Yes.
And John Cruz, I thought that was really good.
Yeah, I thought John Cruz did a really good job on that.
Andrade fucking murdered that man.
That elbow he threw at him when the first thing.
Andrade is the best.
Yeah, really is.
I liked even Max's promo, like in his hot tub, was really good.
Yeah. I will say,
this is good shit, man.
This week with Max, so I was talking to Michelle about something this week. And I was like, I've never shown you the MJF on Rosie O'Donnell. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was because Rosie guest hosted Kimmel and did the opening monologue and fucking crushed it. And so I was like, oh, you never saw Max on Rosie? And she's like, what? So I put it on, and she was just in there. She's like, he's so fucking adorable.
Yeah,
and then when he says he wants to sing opera and be a wrestler, I turned to her, I was like, he got to do that. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, you don't remember the Dinner Debonair? Mm-hmm. And then I put it on. She's like, oh, I remember. That's hilarious. 5 years old, and that dude nailed what he was going to do. Yeah. And I said, 5 years old, and now he's on the top of the fucking business, and that's what it is. Michelle was talking about how much she understands him now and likes him for the way he handles his business, because he is very much like the kayfabe, like his personal life barely gets out there, because every time he's public facing, he's in character, because he's like, it's just an older school mentality. And while he used to annoy the fuck out of me and a lot of us with his earlier promos, he has gotten so much better.
Yeah, he has.
And is putting it together, and I think will continue to put it together. That like this promo, he looked fucking jacked as fuck in that hot tub.
It looked like $1 million.
And it was a good fucking promo, and it got his character over. Sending his minions, he had been doing really good. Really good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And boy, Andrade, another guy is just so goddamn over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Speaking of more things that are over.
I also like that, when John Cruz was like, you're not here tonight, I'm going to challenge you to a match. His music didn't hit, and he didn't fucking pose. He ran down to the fucking ring in his gear and fucked him up.
He did. One elbow.
So, yep. Yeah.
I loved the Willow Mercedes split screen backstage.
Amazing piece of business.
Which then led to the fucking brawl out in the crowd, which was fucking awesome.
Amazing. Show this to Michelle today.
Yeah.
It was so good.
They were throwing some rounds at each other,
You
brother.
dumb bitch.
Yeah. This was awesome because Mercedes sounded a little justified.
Right.
You know, and
all
like
the
they
best
say,
villains are.
Yep.
That's how it works.
And she's like, I'm in the worst moment of my career, and you're standing there smiling.
Right. And
we
know if you watch it, you know that's not what happened.
And you know it's delusional,
Right.
but it is like,
But it's,
in her mind,
right.
it's like, no, all the worst times of my career, it's you.
Yep.
And you're a bully.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, why? Because I'm having meltdowns, and you're just smiling about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's perfect. It works. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
But Willow was great here.
Amazing.
Yeah,
they're gonna tear the house down. They might steal the show at Wembley.
I am very excited for their match.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love the talking segment. I love the brawling.
Yeah.
They looking like they want to kill each other.
Yeah.
Mercedes at the end getting dragged off, flipping her off, yelling "Fuck you, Willow!"
Yep.
Like
you
oh, it was so good, man.
Good enough for you to put it at the main event at Wembley?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's got to be Ospreay.
Like,
he's going to win that title.
I love what they're doing. I really do.
Yeah.
If this was any other pay-per-view, I'd say, yeah, run with it.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I
agree.
It is what it is.
In hindsight, if Will doesn't win for some reason, it's going to be like, why? What the fuck?
Yeah.
But that's all right.
No, this is like if this match was going to be happening at All Out, I'd be like, main event.
Does Willow retain, or do they give this belt to Mercedes?
Boy, every week I keep saying to myself, like, nah, Willow should retain. But
Willow should retain.
It's tough. Mercedes is bulletproof.
Yeah.
But could you put this off another year of her not winning the title on the big show?
That's true. Like all of Willow's big wins are, like, not all of them, but a lot of her big wins are mired in some sort of, not controversy, legit things. Like, it's just been weird happenstance.
Yeah.
So Willow also deserves a big giant win.
Absolutely.
So,
Willow's fantastic.
yeah.
I love her. She's so fucking over with that crowd. I loved her talking about last night. She's like, yeah, this crowd, they like me because I'm real. They know I lose. It happens. Like, I'm not perfect, but I'm me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so good.
It was an amazing piece of business. I love the entire segment so much. Really quick, I forgot to roll up in the segment. In Max's segment, I don't know if you caught what Taz said in Max's promo in the hot tub, because I forgot about this.
Oh, yeah.
When he's sitting in the thing and they're talking about, he's like, I'm here in Long Island in my mansion, and Taz says, he has a beautiful mansion. It's not far from mine on Long Island. I was like, oh my God.
Taz is the best.
Amazing.
I love him so much.
But yeah, Willow, God, I don't know. I'm happy either way, but I love Willow so much. She's been number one, I think, in that division.
She's incredible, but the Mercedes return run has been outstanding.
Yes.
So it's hard.
I'm not mad either way.
It's hard.
But like, I want Willow on a big run because she's gotten good runs, but I just
this run is
she's connected more with anybody. Like, we talk about opportunities for people that didn't get them, right? We talk about Santana and Ortiz not getting the tag titles, like, when there was an opportunity. Like, we talk about, like, Eddie Kingston, and, like, I love Eddie, and I'm glad to see him on TV. And I think there was a time in AEW where he could have been a legit contender for the world title.
Yeah.
And it's not that way anymore. I think that's happened to a couple of people. And it's, like, not anybody's fault. It's just, like, they're the hottest they've ever been for a small window, and if you don't capitalize, it might not happen again.
Yep.
And, like, Willow is also bulletproof. But it also does feel like this is the most she's ever connected. They're she's going to the movie premieres on the red carpet. She's the Smile Anyway thing is finally starting to get over. Like, the heels are starting to talk about it. And so, like, it feels like this is her moment too. But losing to a really fucking great match that maybe steals the show at Wembley isn't a bad fate at all.
Come on, worse.
And I know it's going to be really hard to beat Ospreay and Omega, but part of me would really love it if Willow and Mercedes had the best match on that card, just to stuff it to some people.
Yeah, I would hope so, but boy, they got that Fletcher Takeshi Okada one's also screaming.
Right,
like
that's also
stealer,
right.
Yep.
There's All In is always giant fucking steel matches. It's their WrestleMania. So
I love the quick little swerve thing where he just goes, "Hangman, you said anybody for my partners? careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
And then just walks out, and Nana hits the Who's house, crowd with the Swerve's house, and Nana hits the shrug on the way out. So we'll see.
It's gonna be the Harris brothers, I think.
That would be the worst.
It's gonna be the Good brothers. Sorry, I said the wrong wrong bald white men.
Oh God,
they're out there.
They should Pro Wrestling Noah.
Do you think they should make the AI Antonio Inoki that they brought out on New Japan yell at Luke Gallows for having a bad match?
Yeah, give him fucking PTSD. Nigel McGuinness versus Hechicero.
Yes.
If this was under any other circumstances, Hechicero should have won this match.
Yeah,
but we know where we're headed.
Listen, they're railroading this through. They're ramrodding this through. Nigel maybe has a bad wheel. I'm not completely convinced it's not a work just to get him out of just to give him a legitimate loss in the finals. Like, Mox wouldn't have beat him, but he's 100, but he's not. He's got a bad wheel. And then Nigel's going to retire probably. A lot of people up in arms about Nigel beating Hechicero because Hechicero is the CMLL heavyweight champion. But this wasn't in CMLL, so nobody cares.
And guess what? That belt in CMLL
doesn't matter.
Doesn't mean much.
Not that great.
Really doesn't.
They're lesser titles.
Just because it says heavyweight title, no, it's the division.
Right.
Not
a lot of heavyweights.
No, it's not really like a big belt.
Right. Not a lot of heavyweights in Mexican wrestling. Most of them guys do big crazy flips.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Match was good, though, I thought.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Just not convinced it's a real injury.
Yeah. Kevin Knight and Darby.
Yes.
I was thoroughly sports entertained.
Yeah, for sure.
Darby getting blown up with the pyro.
Yeah, did I think people didn't like this either on the interwebs? I liked it.
I don't know. I thought it was great. I'm like, oh,
it's a callback.
I was like, that's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
They did Jeff Hardy 20 years ago.
Right.
We could run this back.
Yeah. They did the exploding backpack. That blows up.
Kevin Knight murdered him with that coast to coast.
Yes.
It looked like he broke his fucking neck when he hit it on him. And I love when he gets up and he just goes, "Get your ass out the ring."
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Kevin Knight is so fucking good.
He is.
He is it was funny. I was looking through my pictures the other day. My time hop popped up, my memories. It was 3 years since the junior show that we were at. And I have the picture of Kevin Knight in the orange, jumpsuit wearing the Kushida glasses. Yeah. I'm like, look what this motherfucker's become.
Yep.
I
locked in.
Loved it.
Yep. I think that's I think it's my own original idea. People say this, but I side with them in that I think guys like Kevin Knight are what will make AEW bigger and better competition than just bringing in someone like Ilya Dragunov.
100%.
Making Kevin Knight and finding that.
Percent,
it's great to get Ciampa and see the change. Ricochet is a completely different animal. His turn, he did crazy thing till he said too many things on the fucking internet. But finding a guy like Kevin Knight that even we were yeah, he's good, but okay, he's just a mid-card dude. And now he's bona fide fucking main eventer. Do more of that, and you'll close the gap quicker than seeing if Rusev wants to come back after this contract dissolves in front of his fucking face.
Yep.
Yeah,
Kevin Knight is unbelievable. Yeah. I thought he came off such a fucking just a bad guy here.
Yeah.
Yep. Even in the backstage when Sting's son comes out and he's helping
jump at him.
Well, helping Darby at the ringside, and then when they show him in the back, and Kevin Knight's just I ain't got beef with you.
Yep.
But you can fucking get it if you want.
And Darby grabs and goes, "Not yet."
Yeah, not yet.
I thought for sure that Kevin Knight was going to be driving the ambulance, and I was going to be more than thoroughly sports entertained.
I just liked it, though, when then, they walk away, Kevin Knight just
Thanks for the ride, lady. Whatever the fuck it was.
What?
I don't know.
Thanks for the ride, lady?
Yeah, isn't that from Stephen King's It or something?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it is.
Are you talking about, were you thinking
Meet
Undertaker Where To Stephanie?
Where To Stephanie? No, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure in it's it might be Thanks for the Ride, Georgie. I don't remember.
But yeah, I just like
some Stephen King mark out there will know.
We're gonna have you're gonna get Kevin Knight versus Sting's kid.
Yes.
Sting's kid's gonna beat him for that title.
No.
Why not?
Because he's 6 fucking matches in.
Why not?
Because
beat him on a fluke roll up and then you lose it back the next week.
AEW doesn't do that.
You could,
but they don't. If they would have done it the many other times they could have done fun fluke roll ups.
Could.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking could. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Gets the fluke win. Kevin Knight fucking snaps, goes off the deep end, really beats the shit out of him.
Maybe.
I think you could do it.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Kevin Knight. I thought he was so goddamn
he's
good
he's really great in this. I had the idea that next week or in Reading, Pennsylvania on Saturday. I don't know if you heard they mentioned it 90 million times on television this week.
Reading, Pennsylvania.
TK should come out because I don't know if it was on commentary, they said it or whatever, but TK should come out and they should just get an indie wrestler from the area that nobody knows, like let's say his initials are JU or something.
Why the fuck did I know you were going there?
You have him play the production guy that Don Callis bribed to fuck with the pyro to blow Darby up and fire him because it's like why is the production guy hitting the fucking button to explode Darby? Yeah. Kevin Knight didn't have a remote to press that, and then I think Callis says something about like bribing somebody or somebody says something like that, and then when they're stretching Darby out, whatever, TK should come on and fire some indie guy for being the production guy that Don Callis paid off to blow up Darby Allin. It'd be very funny.
Yeah. Main event here: the Elite versus the Don Callis family. El Quan. Was it who the fuck else?
Jake Doyle and Mark Davis.
Oh yeah, those two. I love those two. Yeah, fucking great. These guys are animals.
Mark Davis is apparently with Isla Dawn.
Yeah, that's been out there.
I had no idea. I don't keep track. I don't know. I saw she posted on her Instagram or whatever, and I was like, oh hey, look, there's Mark Davis. They must be together. Good for them.
Yep. The match I honestly wasn't really paying attention to because it's. Whatever. I like Doyle and Davis. But.
So here's what I'm going to say to you. The Bucks are at their best when Kenny Omega is with them.
Yeah, he calms them down.
He calms them down. They do more stuff with him, so it's just a better match. So like, if I'm going to watch any Young Bucks thing, it's going to be with Kenny with them because it's just better that way. They have really insane chemistry and timing together. Yeah. Like, clearly they work out together a lot and they've practiced a lot.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that this match goes on my match of the year list, Brett. Not really, but it is a match of the year contender because Doyle does a running, sliding punch to the corner in the opener of this, where somebody is sitting in the corner and he bounces off the ropes instead of doing like a face wash or a cannonball. He just runs, slides, and punches somebody in the face. And I was like, well, that's a perfect wrestling move. Match of the year.
These guys are animals.
They are. But yeah, put Jay White Mox. Mox is Continental Champion. Make that the main event. Yeah. This isn't main. This is the throwaway.
Well, this is more so just for the aftermath.
Right.
Because they build up where the Edge and Christian run out because
the Callis family
was jumping everybody.
Christian sauntered. He does not run anymore.
That's true because then. Did Edge get accidentally super kicked or was it Christian? I think it was Christian.
Yeah, Edge argued with the Bucks.
Yeah, because he saw them super kick Christian, then he gets in their faces.
Yeah.
Then eventually Ospreay comes out when Omega's just left in the ring. He's like, all right, Kenny said you had something to say to me. What do you got? And he's just like, get your ass out of here. Security. Yep. Get him out. Right. I got nothing to say to you.
Yeah, and commentary's like, he's an EVP. He can do this. And I was like, oh, we're going evil EVP again. Okay.
Yeah, then he brings up Ospreay's kid again.
Yep, he calls him a bitch.
Yeah, and then Ospreay just says, bruv, I'm going to beat the absolute shit out of you. Yep. And runs to the ring, and he's beating the shit out of Kenny.
Yeah.
Security gets him up. Kenny gets his breath. Boom, V-trigger.
With his arms held behind his back by security.
And then throws security out. He's like, I didn't need security.
Yeah.
And then he just goes super evil villain Kenny. And
one-winged angel through the table.
That's a killer. You don't get up from that.
Nope.
So, looking fucking good heading into Wembley.
Do they have an interaction at all next week? Because they did everything they needed to do this week. So do you have them get physical again? Do we need it? I don't think we need it. I
would do something where Ospreay almost gets his hands on Kenny.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Right, but not more
within fingertips.
Yeah,
but Kenny escapes and you end the show with Ospreay like standing on the second rope screaming at him or something and Kenny's backing up the aisleway, something like that.
Yeah.
But really fucking good Dynamite, man. I thought it was
really good.
They fired on all cylinders for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I really liked it too.
Yeah.
Really, really great. Feels like a pay-per-view's coming up. It just there's 3 shows before that, so that's tough.
Yes, sir. So I guess it's time to go international.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, look at us. We made it. Big times, big things happening in
Big
Japan.
things, brother.
Really quick, because I didn't mention it at the top, but it fits a little better here. We are not a This Day in Wrestling History podcast. Go listen to At Odds with Wrestling for that. I'm sure they will cover it, and it is the anniversary as we record. But as you listen to it, it will be a day or a few past. But as Thursday is the 31st. Yes, 95. Yes, 31st anniversary of the IWA King of the Deathmatch, the famous one, the one that launched 1,000 ships. Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, signed to the WWE, but allowed to finish his dates. Terry Funk, the sort of probably the most seen deathmatch of all time, I would assume.
Yeah.
Great deathmatch tournament, one-day tournament. Other great things on there. Tarzan Goto versus Dan Severn also on there.
Mama
Namanumi. Terry Gordy is a really good story in Mick Foley's book about the first book, I think, about Terry Gordy in that. Sad, but it's a good one. So that's it's a foundational moment for me. I don't know that I would still like wrestling if it wasn't for that. Like, if by the time I saw that, which was a few years after '95. But, like, if I didn't see that and understand that wrestling like that could have existed, I mean, I was at an ECW show when I bought it, so I kind of got it. Mm-hmm. But that was still so, I think, at the time for me, way different than even what ECW was doing. So, like, to see a guy like Mick Foley, particularly, as I was trying to buy Terry Funk stuff, that was why I got it. And then to see that in Foley, bought it off of a very bad person. But I walked up to him, I don't even remember if he was working the table, but it was his company, and I was just like, what do you got with Terry Funk in it? And they were like, well, this is the best Terry Funk thing. And I was like, sold. And then I bummed money off of all my friends and bought the 2-tape RF shooter review. But it's super important. If you've never seen it, you probably should. It's awesome. And there's really great things on the whole show apart from Mick and Terry. And also it is the basis for maybe the greatest mass market wrestling video of all time, Stranglemania.
Fucking A right, brother.
So...
Old Cactus Sack himself.
Yep. I actually might have seen Stranglemania first. I think I saw Stranglemania, and then when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is where Stranglemania is from.
Yeah. I was the reverse, because I saw the deathmatch stuff a long time ago, and then fucking Doug showed me Stranglemania, and it's a very famous story where he looked over at me, and I couldn't fucking breathe. I was laughing so fucking hard.
Lama Nama Numi.
Lama Nama Mania.
Oh, luscious.
Get that camera out of there. What's he doing?
That is in my daily vocabulary.
Yep, all the time.
I can't remember the last wrestling that I watched where I didn't say that at some point during the show.
Nope. It's just get that camera out of there. What's he doing?
Yep.
Oh, he punched him in the face for real. Because you're a wrestler. God damn it. I'm ready for my rewatch of it. I watch it probably twice a year.
I'll see if I'll see if the VCRs that I have downstairs can work, and we'll watch my VHS copy. We'll watch it the way the Lord intended.
Yeah, that's the way you need to watch it. I agree. Fuck yeah. All right, we're in Japan.
We are.
Two companies having some pretty big shit going on.
Yes.
But we'll talk about Stardom first. Because there's Stardom.
We're going to talk about neither of them. No.
Yeah. Stardom's heading towards the end of their 5-star Grand Prix.
Yes.
So I have stuff from a bunch of nights here.
I have 3 nights worth of stuff, yeah.
Do you have anything from night 13?
I have 1 from night 13.
Was it Mei Sierra versus Saya Ida?
It absolutely was.
Dude, this was so much fun.
Yeah.
I loved Mei running for her life away from Saya because she didn't want to get hit with any more chops. Mm-hmm. I thought that was so, I didn't expect a comedy spot out of it. Yeah. It was just so fun.
Mei Sierra is so much fun to watch. Yeah. She bumps like a crazy person.
Yeah, I have in my last note, both of them bumped their asses off for this match.
Mei does a head dump off of a lariat.
Yep.
And it only gets a 2 count. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like both. I like these two. I'm always like, I'm going to watch them. But Saya Ida, the first time I saw Saya Ida, I was like, I like that lady. I like a little tiny powerhouse person. And she's grown. We talked about her when she was really low on the card, just starting out. So, seeing her where she is now, all glammed out and everything,
she looks awesome.
She looks fantastic. Yeah. She wrestles like an awesome. She's I said this on the show numerous times. She's Jordan Grace done right, everybody. So
Jordan Grace, yeah.
What happened? What was the thing that happened? She put up a thing today. It was like all the stuff that she had done. I don't give a shit. Dude, get work on yourself.
Yeah.
Do your thing. I don't give a fuck at all. I think she looks good. I think she looked good before. I think she looks pretty good now. It doesn't really matter. But a lot of talk about her just not WWE's done with her, and because they got her in the ring and she can't. It's just TNA talent. I don't mean that an insult, but it's what it is. Wrestlers are at levels.
People think she got heat for one Julia match because she hit a high angle buster on her or something, and they're like, "Oh, well, no, maybe she's dangerous."
Oh.
It's like, guys, fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather see her on my TV than fucking, I don't know, Lash Legend or some shit. Night 14.
Yes.
How many do you have?
I have 2.
I also have 2.
Okay.
Do you have Utami Hayashishita versus Mei Sierra?
Mei Sierra again, yes.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Yep.
Lots of big strikes in this match.
Yeah.
But I think the highlight of it for me was May hitting that top rope code breaker. Dude, the way Utami sold it was like she got hit with a fucking cannonball to the chest. She went flying backwards. I thought it was so fucking sick.
Yeah. For me, man, the finish of this should be clipped. So the reversals and pin attempts at the finish of this match, where Utami Hayashishita stops a code red by turning it into an air raid crash, catches a crossbody into a torture rack.
Yep.
Which she then has the torture rack that she throws forward into a high angle German back. Insane for the win.
It was so good.
Boom, one after another. It was awesome. It was really, really cool. Mei Sierra, again, bumps like a fucking mad woman in this.
She's nuts, dude.
And Utami Rules still has her long hair. This was really good.
Yeah, when she hit that top rope code breaker, Utami sold it so fucking well.
Utami's home. It feels good.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Feels good.
The other one I watched, Rina versus Azumi.
Me too. I got to show Azumi to Michelle today and say, the guy who used to book this promotion said that he wasn't going to use her because she had an old face. So I love the new gear on Azumi. She looks
great.
Really good.
Yeah, I agree. Looks great. I like the pacing of this match. They're both brawling and they're like, well, this isn't working.
Yeah.
Then they're both trying to hit their finishes and that's not working.
Yeah. Then
they started trading submissions and that's not working. So fuck it, we're just gonna throw finishers at each other again. I was like, that's good. They're both no, we have an understanding here. Yep. This is what it is. And Rina hits that package sit out power bomb maneuver, which was part of Hana Kimura's finish. I think it was the Tiger Lily. Yeah. But yeah, thought it was really good, man. These two are great together.
Yeah, Zumi's awesome. Rina is our pick, from last year to watch this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, paying dividends so far.
Yeah. I think we were right on that one.
Yeah. So, night 15.
So this is Tuesday into Wednesday.
This was
the 18th.
This was Tuesday morning.
Okay.
So this would have aired at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning for us. Free on YouTube.
Yes.
With Walker Stork doing commentary.
Even though all of the cards in it say August 2nd, don't listen to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Walker Stork, man.
Doing a show solo like he did this whole show.
Dude, that guy is
impressive.
So good.
Yeah,
legit so good.
Yeah.
So this is all the quarterfinals and the semifinals of block play here.
Little one-night tournament action.
Yeah.
Not
so
to the finals. But
we watched a lot. I think everything but two matches.
Everything but 2 I watched.
So let's run it down.
Yes.
Starlight Kid versus Hanako.
The best a Hanako match could ever be.
I literally said the same thing in my notes. I said you could feel the size difference in this match.
Oh
yeah. Like looking at it, you go, oh no, you could feel Starlight Kid doesn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hanako threw a few nice lariats. But
dude, Hanako hits a power bomb in this match where she folded Starlight Kid in half. So gross.
But a lot of clunkiness otherwise. Hanako's not great.
Yeah, Starlight Kid hits the Black Starlight submission and Hanako taps out. So Starlight Kid's moving on to the semifinals of their block. Red block and blue block.
Yes.
With Starlight Kid's in the blue block.
Yeah, blue stars.
Yes.
Blue stars, red stars.
Next one.
Yes.
Saya Ida versus Azumi.
Right.
Of course we're going to watch this.
My happiest moment for me because this came on and I was like, oh, speed versus power. I'm fucking in.
Literally write my notes too. I just like breakneck speed pace mixed with power moves. Like they're just go, 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 boom, power move for me to, all right, we're going to lay out for a bit. Boom, 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 another power move. Lay out for a bit. And then Saida hits the double brain buster. Brain buster does like the Eddie Guerrero roll through with it. Boom, hits another one. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Thought it was fucking awesome.
Me too. Really liked it.
Yeah, so Saida moving on to their semifinal.
Azumi looked fucking great. This is a weird 5-star Grand Prix because Momo Watanabe's already has been eliminated a couple like last week. Sama Kamayani has been eliminated. It's just
my favorite Marigold.
She
wrestler.
couldn't continue because she's got to make room for that match against Selena Mega. I think my favorite wrestler. But yeah, Sama Kamayani.
I hope she
Suma
stays away.
Kumatuni.
What do I got next? Oh, the Battle of the Rinas.
Yes, Rina versus Rina.
That's right. Rina versus Rina Yamashita.
Rina rules.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Rinas here.
The match was good. It was okay.
Rina spitting in the face of the referee was very funny.
Awesome.
And she reverses like the razor's edge kind of set up in, like into like a gory bomb.
Yeah.
Looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think while Yamashita looks good, Rina proper, Rina all caps, the Pink Devil, if you will, was the highlight, was the standout in this match.
I agree.
The match was good, but everything that was good or better was done by the Pink Devil Rina, not Deathmatch Utami Hayashishita. Or Rina Yamashita.
Yep.
Names. Words, man, we made them up.
All right, so we're into the semifinal rounds of their blocks now.
We are.
Starlight Kid versus Ami Sarai. I think this is one of Ami's best matches.
The fact that she can't get Starlight in a big move this whole match is an incredibly fun story to watch.
But when Ami hits that avalanche blue thunder bomb, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, right. She's just battling Starlight being a reversal wrestler, being a counter wrestler, reversing out of everything, rolling out of everything, flipping out of everything. And every time like Ami gets a little bit of an offense and she goes for the big move and Starlight's like, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
And so then it just builds and builds. It was so cool.
Yeah, it started hitting the Tiger Suplex for the win. Was fucking, again, cool as shit. So Starlight is moving on to the finals in the Blue Stars block.
This has been an interesting day because this is another one of a couple matches where like Starlight, the bigger star does win, but the person that loses looks really good in the match. So
yeah, I agree. Next up, Micah versus Saida.
The power versus power,
dude. Motherfucking Haas fight. They are throwing bombs at each other the whole match. I loved Micah hitting the arm trap Michinoku driver. Looks like she killed Ida with it. It looks so fucking good.
Yes.
Micah wins, so Micah moves on to the Red Stars final.
Saida with one of the loudest chops I've ever heard. It was gross.
I love the crowd chants along her name during her entrance. So fucking cool. I just love shit like that.
Yeah, really cool. Micah had some strong words. Micah's like, if I win this thing, I want the New Japan Women's or whatever, IWGP Women's. So,
oh no, her versus Siri. Oh no,
right?
Don't twist my arm.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the Suzuki match.
Skipped it.
Yeah,
I know what Ruaka is going to give me.
And it ain't much. We did watch though Rina versus my best friend Konami.
Right.
We got hate versus hate up in this bitch.
There's a lot of hate in this one,
dude. I thought this was fucking.
It was really, really good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Hana hitting the Tiger Lily at the end. Rina, sorry.
Because commentary talks a lot about how these two are so connected to Hana Kimura.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting. So.
Yeah, it was a nice little, like, you can't call it like a tribute match, but it is like a nice,
some
reminder.
Some throwbacks, that's all.
I thought the match was really good, though. You could tell these two are friends.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, Konami is great. Konami, like, looking good. The gear looks good. All that.
Not at height of powers, though.
No, not at height of powers. She's not wearing her grunge wear. But giant match for Rina. Rina wins.
Yeah.
Huge match for Rina. So it's Rina versus Micah?
Yes, so I think August 23rd is the semifinals and finals of one night.
Okay.
So Red Stars block final is Micah versus Rina.
That's crazy.
The Blue Stars block final is Suzuki versus Starlight Kid.
Wow. kind of want Rini to win it all, selfishly.
I would love...
But there's a lot of vets in there. I don't know that a 19-year-old makes it through that crop.
I think your final... Boy, Rena Starlight Kid would be a fun final.
Yeah. Well, it's got, and they typically they would do babyface versus heel. Micah could be either.
Yeah, I don't know. Micah versus Starlight Kid would also rock.
Suzu's champ.
Yeah, but Suzu doesn't need to be in the finals.
Nope.
Suzu's already...
Starlight, Starlight is up there. Starlight just had the title?
Not the red belt.
No.
But
yeah, so, no.
Yeah, August 23rd. So in a couple days, we will find out. We will talk about it next week, I'm sure.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Thought this whole show...
Really solid
Night 15
show.
was fucking awesome.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches, I think I watched or something.
For like your last day of like full tournament stuff, like really awesome, I thought. So
yeah. 6 matches on the Stardom card. I haven't watched that in forever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Big one. The last thing we got to talk about.
The G1 Climax, the semifinals.
Did it ever?
Oh, brother. Roy Hay Oiwa versus Callum Newman.
Yeah.
I am just so like dumbfounded on how much Callum Newman has turned it around in my eyes.
Yeah.
And he's only 23 years old.
Right?
Like, I felt like he cut out all the bullshit. And he's just, like, pops off the screen for me at this point.
Yeah.
I loved his arm selling in this match. Oiwa working that over.
Yep.
Oiwa's just an unreal wrestler. Every, like, near fall felt like, nope, this is it. Like, I was biting left and right.
I didn't expect him to win. But, like, I was convinced in the match that he could,
Yeah.
Because Callum just had the title. It's, Callum's, like, clearly one of their golden boys, like, so. But when Oiwa did win this, I was like, all right, we're in business here.
Oiwa's, I think 27 or 28, and Newman's 23.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, my God.
Listen, they handled Oiwa the perfect way. Like, they knew, like, we're not sending this guy anywhere. We're keeping him at least in the country. Send him to Noah.
Yeah. More on him later.
Yeah, but
the other semifinal,
yes,
Yuya Yamura versus Yota Tsuji.
Right, Yota Tsuji versus Joe Hendry's apprentice.
I love that this is the first time Yuya hits the deadbolt in the tournament with the bridge. Mm-hmm. That's your win, man.
Yeah.
But I thought Tsuji was excellent in this match. Throwing working over Yuya's back with the backbreakers, the high elevated Boston Crab that he was putting on him. Tsuji, fantastic tournament.
Yeah,
he really had a fantastic tournament. Sure. But Yuya, that fucking heat stroke, man.
Before this started, I put in my notes here. I said the title holder winning the G1 is always kind of meh. I wouldn't even put him in the finals. Let Yuya win here, and even if he loses the finals, he can get a title shot against Tsuji afterwards.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I thought both semifinals were really, really good.
Yeah.
Again, looks like fucking youth movement is here.
It's the right call for both of them. Yuya and Oiwa making it to the finals was the absolute right call.
Yeah.
Before we saw the finals, I was like, that's the way you fucking do it. That's the right decision.
Yep, I agree. But that wasn't the final match on this show.
Nope. That was not the main event.
Satoshi Kojima going up against Hiroyoshi Tenzan in Tenzan's retirement match.
Yep.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Like
if I saw some people responding to other people complaining about this match because Tenzan kept falling over.
Just fuck off.
And I was like, you do not understand what you were watching.
No, fuck off.
Like if fighting spirit still matters in Japanese wrestling at all, this might be the most fighting spirit match they've ever fucking had.
Yeah, listen, Tenzan's been ailed for a while.
A long time.
The knees, the ankles. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Yep. He's super thinned out now.
Yes.
Yeah. It was beautiful. Mm-hmm. It was like to describe a wrestling match.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Right. So, watching Kojima just like help his friend through this.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know,
and Tenzan wouldn't have been able to go through it if it wasn't. It couldn't be anybody other than Kojima.
And like we were up text, and I told you, I said, give Kojima a run on top, brother. He looks like $1 million still.
I agree. Looks amazing.
But I thought this was just it was awesome, man.
It was advertised as a 5-minute exhibition, and they get in the ring, and Tenzan yells in the microphone and throws out the time limit. He's like, I'm doing a match. I'm not doing some 5-minute whatever. He's like, if I'm going out, I'm having a match. And I will say that that this is the second best carry job at the time when it aired of the last 7 days. This is a better carry job than Shane Haste and Naito.
Yeah.
Kojima made sure his friend looked like $1 million, like you said, and just kept, every time he would stumble and fall, he'd be like, get back up. We're not done.
Yeah.
Like, we're still fighting.
Get up.
Get up. And like it wasn't like, let me work this into the match. Everybody knows everybody you can see. Yeah. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
But the fact that Tenzan never fucking stopped is one of the most gutsy, amazing performances in wrestling I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
I could not love this match more.
Yeah.
It was an incredible retirement match for a guy that I was like, for years we've said on this podcast, like, those ankles, you can't be doing this shit. And he went out and like, Kojima didn't pull any punches. The lariats weren't softer.
No, man, he was putting Tenzan down.
Absolutely. So,
it was. I love when Tenzan was going to go for the moonsault. That was nuts. And we talk about these guys a lot.
Tenzan kicks out at one, like
fucking awesome.
Forever into this match. It was just fighting spirit, alive and well, and that's what makes me happy. So
and we talk about Kojima and Tenzan and Nakanishi and Yuji Nagata, which Switchblade shouted out Yuji Nagata when he did the Nagata walk on TV, did the salute. I think it was Excalibur's like, Yuji Nagata shout out? Like they're in that era of Japan, in New Japan, where it's, I don't want to say it's frowned upon, but it is not celebrated.
It's treated as lesser. And it was a dark time. Yeah,
it's just not celebrated nearly as enough. New Japan did a fantastic retrospect video on Tenzan.
Yeah.
It was about 35 minutes long. Walker Stewart does some English dub commentary over the moments. Fantastic. If you want, I know we posted it in our Discord channel. If you wanted to catch up or just anything about Tenzan.
So, the end too, you do get a lot of walk down, like, because the retirement ceremonies are always really great. So I just wanted to read some names that come down to help Tenzan, because they do the big ceremony. So you do get the Izuka redemption. He shows up. Tenzan's been looking for him, and he comes out, and they make amends. He has the finger from hell, and then Kojima saves Tenzan from Izuka's wrath.
Kojima's ready to fuck him up.
But Tenzan doesn't want to double team move him. He wants him to be redeemed. He doesn't want to do the Tenkozi cutter. He wants him redeemed. Tenzan pleads with him. He gets a handshake and a hug.
Takashi Iizuka looked great.
Iizuka looked great, and then he walks out. He looks better than he did when he was wrestling. And then he pretends to shake the announcer's hand like he's a changed man, and he pulls him over the guardrail and strips his shirt off.
Which is still hilarious.
Which is awesome. And then we get Yuji Nagata, of course. And then we get the entire fucking roster.
Yeah, it was all Hantai.
Yeah, and then the third generation photo, which is missing one of them, but that's fine. Then Tana with flowers. Koji Kanemoto, who's Tiger Mask 3, sends in a fucking video. Kendo Kashin shows up. Goes to hit him with the flowers, and they hung. Jun Akiyama, Hiroshi Hase, Keiji Muto, Riki Choshu, Tatsumi Fujinami, and Masahiro Chono, his cohort in Team Wolf, in the pack of wolves as a whole. And then Choshu holds Chono so that he can get slapped.
Holds Tenzan.
So Chono can slap Tenzan.
Which was great.
Which was awesome. And then Chono finally, because the other part about this, more of the fighting spirit, is that Tenzan will not sit. He is stumbling, and but he will not sit while the people come out to honor him. And Chono finally gets him to sit down and gives a little speech. And while we had some talks outside of it about in the next match about Chris Charlton not being great at his job, and we remember when he got suspended for saying the shit about AEW, trying to make a little business for himself, whatever. He is invaluable in his real-time Japanese translations. Yeah. That's why he has a job.
He's knowledgeable. He's so knowledgeable. His translations
and he speaks Japanese.
Perfect.
Yes.
You know, and he loves New Japan.
He does, and it's why he's there.
Yeah.
I don't love him as a commentator all the time, especially Walker Stewart is much, much better. But having his knowledge base and his ability to translate in real time is really, really a benefit of watching New Japan.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's invaluable.
It's invaluable.
Yeah, it really is.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, Tenzan fucking rules.
Tenzan rules.
Like I was thinking about it, and I was like, dude, this fucker wrestled Randy Savage at Slamboree 95.
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, Tenzan's the man. Tenzan is the man. Happy trails to you, Hiroshi Tenzan.
Maybe the most underrated wrestler of all time, honestly, because everybody blows off that fucking era, and it's so good.
Yeah. Well, that leads to a question that we have.
Okay.
And this is
from Ed. We're in the international section.
No Ed this week.
Oh, all right.
Nope, he's busy.
Okay.
This is a question from Tim Taylor.
Oh, all right. Well, let me play this, and maybe I'll say something.
And now the Tim Taylor question of the week.
Hey, Tim. I understand, been brought to my attention that you said something this week on Final Wrestling Place again. And I said my piece last week, if you listened past the bumper at the end, and I hope you did. And I was told that there's some more talk about me. I don't know, that maybe it's that I'm a clout chaser again. I don't know, because I went to listen and saw that the talent wasn't available, and I passed. So, but what's your question this week, Tim? Thanks for writing in, bud.
All right.
Tim, I'm sure somebody will tell me.
Question of the week. So the OG Pillars versus the OG Musketeers.
Yes.
So we were corresponding through text earlier in the week. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember the full question. I think it was like more of a, who do you prefer?
Yeah, it was.
I said, can't wait to hear you guys break this down.
Yeah.
I feel like this is an impossible question.
Well, so my initial answer was that I think I know both of our answers completely solidly, but I also don't think either one of us would argue with the one. It's just a preference.
It's just preference,
right?
Like, I mean,
your favorite Japanese wrestler was a musketeer.
Yeah. So
and my favorite Japanese wrestler is a pillar.
How am I going to fucking?
There's no argument.
There's no argument there. Yeah.
It is. We just appreciate the golden age of wrestling.
And you love the Musketeers,
right? I love the
Musketeers, just like I love the Pillars. Like,
exactly.
So it's like I don't prefer one over the other.
Right.
Like it's hard. Yeah. It's like. It's not a cop-out saying that, but it's like, no, realistically, I love it all. Yeah. Like, the Musketeers, I mean, we're talking just for those who don't know, right. New Japan Pro Wrestling, the original three Musketeers, Keiji Muto, why can't I find, Masahiro Chono, and Shinya Hashimoto.
Yes.
The four pillars in All Japan, you had Mitsuharu Misawa, Kenta Kobashi, Toshiaki Kawada, Akira Taue, maybe throw Jun Akiyama in there as well. So it's hard because, like you said, my favorite pro wrestler of all time is a Musketeer,
right?
Keiji Muto.
Yeah,
like how I can't go against that,
right?
But that doesn't mean I don't love All Japan like just as much. You know, I love them both like equally.
I'm not that nice. I'm a Pillars guy all the way, but it's not disparaging to the other side. It was just what I was exposed to, like when it happened. All Japan, that era, All Japan is my favorite wrestling of all time, and it's a little later than the Three Musketeers. Like, you know, not when they were named the Three Musketeers, but like Muto is in the 80s, and like so were those guys, but they were like Muto was winning championships at the end of the 80s, and you know, and it wasn't until the 90s that, you know, after the Jumbo Shiruda gets sick that the Pillars really get the chance to run, because Shiruda was the ace until he abruptly couldn't do it anymore. So. But like, I'm an All Japan guy through and through. That's where Terry Funk worked. Like, I prefer Baba's style of wrestling. Oh, you know, in All Japan, the original old school Kings Road All Japan style. particularly to, Inokiism was later, but particularly to what was considered at one point more pure strong style.
Yeah.
But like, I can't like make me list all those guys in order, and the only thing I know is that Akira Taue is on the bottom.
Yeah, I think that's unanimous.
And I like Akira Taue more than most people.
Nothing against him, but compared to the rest of them,
he's the only one that I can accurately rank underneath. Yeah. They have analogs. You know, you can draw the influential guys. Muto and Misawa, we can argue forever who was more influential on a global scale. Yeah. You know, they both sort of did their things, you know, and they're linked forever also because of Muto taking over All Japan when Noah was formed. Yeah. But like, and then I would then do Kobashi and Hashimoto because not in star power because Chono is very much the bigger of between him and Hashimoto as a star, but as opposed of power wrestlers, the biggest guys of them all, sort of the power guys. Although Kobashi had much more success in his longer career, sadly. And then sort of Chono and Quada being the strikers, the more brawling type, the harder hitting, the more ruthless of the groups.
It's so hard for me because I could rank the Musketeers quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Muto, Hash, Chono.
I agree.
Fort Pillar, I go so back and forth.
So I have who do I think is the better wrestler? Who do I like to watch more? You know, who would I like? Who do I think like it's because like Misawa is arguably the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Like he's an innovator. Everyone ripped him off. He's at least the biggest wrestling innovator of all time. He invented so many things. Yeah. But Kobashi is pretty much a perfect pro wrestler. So, like, it's hard. And then Quada. Quada might be the most entertaining out of all of them.
I know, like, Quada brought a different level of violence.
Yeah, right.
You know, like...
He was the ignorant one. Yeah. He was the brutal one. You know, like, that's the way Chono was. They were unforgiving. Yeah. And they were vicious. Yeah. You know, they didn't have a nice spot in them. Like, Kobashi and Misawa, particularly Misawa, had empathy and sympathy. Quada was a murderer. And Chono was trying to be a mafia boss. Yeah. They were just killers.
Yeah. Both of them will just kick your fucking head off.
So it's hard. And like, you know, we put Taue at the bottom, but I like Holy Demon Army as a group.
Sure.
More, you know, like I tend not to go back and watch a lot of Misawa. I've seen a lot of Misawa, but like, and Misawa, is he a better wrestler than Kobashi? Probably, depending on what you consider best wrestler. But like, I like Kobashi's style a little more because he hit a little harder and wrestled a little more power guy. Yeah. You know, like...
And it's hard too because then Kobashi has the post cancer run in Noah, and I'm in love with that.
It's great.
Era of Kobashi.
Purple Kobashi is amazing.
Like I love it so much. But yeah, it's
hard. It's what you were exposed to first.
Yeah.
You know, for whatever reason, like I actually know exactly why. Like I got into Kobashi was because somebody showed me a burning hammer. I was like, who's this guy? Yeah. You know, so like tape trading days, I don't know if All Japan stuff was just easier to get or if I just knew it because I knew Giant Baba. You know, because getting the Terry tapes, I saw all those guys in the Terry shoots and all that. So I still to this day I'm a Baba guy. I prefer Baba over Inoki. I know that All Japan is getting sold or absorbed again or whatever it is. Yeah. And it's not going to affect anything. It's just a bummer because All Japan is not anywhere near what you know, like.
No.
So
I don't think it could ever get back.
No.
It's kind of
without a mass overhaul of the library of footage.
Like, they have some talented people there, no doubt.
Yep.
But like, it's just not there
without the access to the past.
Yeah.
Like New Japan, not that they need to, but they're able to call on their past for almost anything they do and have the footage for it. All Japan can't access that.
Imagine like somebody gets the All Japan library, digitizes everything, upscales everything. Yeah. Dude, I'd fucking lose my mind over that.
If you had a way to put those All Japan matches in front of new audiences, they would freak out.
Yeah,
like the people who've never seen it before, they'd lose their goddamn minds. Yeah. But it's too mired. So you know, and New Japan's just too strong. They, you know, Inoki being around and Inoki being the public figure that he was. You know, and Baba, like, listen, my favorite Kejimuto run is Old Man Bald All Japan Kejimuto, but it was the death of that company.
Yeah,
and it, you know, you can blame who you want to blame, but all Mrs. Baba had to do was say, yes, Mitsuharu, we will let you book and see what
All you
happens.
had to do.
And instead he went, I'm just going to take the whole fucking roster with me.
Yep.
And you will die a slow death because you will have to rent people from New Japan. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And you rented a guy who I think was fucking great, but about 5 years in, he was like, oh, I have to make sure my legacy is rock solid and put just me over even though everything's going.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's undeniable. Muto fucking rules.
Yeah.
But he's, there's a lot of comparisons to Dusty Rhodes' Booker in Keiji Muto.
Yeah, I mean, even who was it? Charlton, when the Muto comes out for the
Yeah.
Tenzan retirement, he's just like, he's trying to find a way to book himself in the G1 final tomorrow.
Yep,
exactly.
like
it's
a joke.
the running joke.
Exactly. Dusty would book himself against Dusty for the world title if he could.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all awesome. Those 8 men, we'll say the 5 pillars. Taoi's hit or miss in tag matches. Taoi has good stuff. It's just he was. Even when I was younger, when I saw him, I was like, why does this guy look so weird? He is like, he's like
a shrunken down version of Baba.
Right. We used to call him Little Baba when we didn't know his name, but much like Baba, he becomes this power wrestler, but doesn't have the physique for it.
Yeah,
but he wrestles.
It's weird.
He wrestles the biggest out of all of them, even though like Kobashi is like built like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
He's like Taoi's taller, but like the little arms, all that. So it's really funny, but. All 8 of those men, the 3 pillars, or the four pillars plus Akiyama and the 3 musketeers, you're not going to lose by picking matches from those guys and watching them.
No. And then
find what you like.
You have the whole Muto and Muta,
Right, exactly.
Which we've talked for years about it. It was just like that guy was he just differentiated the way he worked, man.
Absolutely.
It's like a completely different wrestler.
I wouldn't even consider the great Muta a musketeer.
No.
Keiji Muto's a musketeer.
But then you look back on it and you go, holy fuck, man.
Absolutely.
He was unbelievable.
And so
he's the best. Oh, he's the best.
We talked about this on the show forever ago. But back then, you did pick a side. That's another reason. You picked a side.
Oh yeah, that used to be company loyalty.
Yes, you picked a side. I still pick that. I still pick the side. But there was a difference in style. So everybody talks about strong style in New Japan and Inokiism, and we broke this down once, and it's all kind of blended together now. Yeah. There's elements from everything because there were unique styles. You were hardlined All Japan or New Japan because the wrestling styles were different. All Japan had longer matches with slower builds, and you had King's Road was a journey in the match. It was storytelling, physicality was at paramount, and it was the big matches were 45 minutes, and they were slow burns that built, and they were amazing if you can tolerate that.
Yeah,
you look at a guy like Muto, who is absolutely the flashiest out of all of those guys, and there's no wrong answer. There's not.
I remember
it was just a style choice at the time.
I remember explaining the differences to Bo through DM once on Twitter, and I'm just like trying to break it down. I'm like, just watch.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Right.
And I remember he responded and he was just like, yo, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
He's like, because at the time he was trying to get into older Japanese wrestling and stuff. And I was like, dude, here, blah, 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 and then I'm like, no, he got it. Yeah. That made me happy.
You got to watch it.
Yeah, you just got to watch it.
All Japan and New Japan, there's not a different style now necessarily.
No.
People, you'll see a little bit in the Marufujis that were last trained in real All Japan.
For sure.
Go Shiozaki's got that Misawa in him, so it's pretty close. But they're stylistically the same. Wrestling in Japan, is... there is a match structure still, and you can expand upon it and stretch it and bend it a little bit, but they're all still kind of the same.
Yeah.
But that 90s, it was a stylistic difference.
Absolutely it was.
In a way, the styles were nothing like WWF versus WCW, except for the fact that it did create a divide amongst wrestling fans on what got you to the wrestling show, what got you to watch. And there is that divide now between WWE and AEW, but it doesn't count because WWE is a full-on soap opera now.
That's more different. Right. That's a different...
Right. Wrestling has left so much that this style is now sports entertainment versus pro wrestling, and both WWE and WCW, but particularly New Japan and All Japan in the 90s, was in-ring stylistically different. You would, like you said, when you showed Bo, you can see the different flavors. You could see the way they put in their philosophies because Baba and Inoki had such different philosophies on how they were training their students.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, thank you, Tim.
much like the UFC, everything's sort of blended together now because
it's been, everybody trains MMA.
Right. It's been long enough, and that's right. And but WWE has a house style.
Yeah.
But it's just too far gone. But like that's the thing. Like MMA was like everybody watched Randy Couture and Carlos Newton and Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell and Mark Coleman, all these guys, and they're like, well, I like the way he does that, I like the way he does that. And like back then it was, well, you train Hammer House, you fought Hammer House style. You train this, you train Top Team.
You fought Lions Den.
Right, you did a different way. Yeah. But it's been so long from the start and from the innovation of that everything they've just all pulled their favorite things and glommed them all together. So now it's just like just MMA. Yeah. And in a lot of ways it's just Japanese wrestling. New Japan teaches Japanese wrestling, it's a New Japan style because they're the dominant one. Yeah. But it's not theoretically, theory, wrestling theory on paper, it's not as different as it once was. So it is harder these days.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I saw a quote from a Muto interview this week.
Okay. About the autographs?
Well, no, that's just him doing.
Where he said he was printing money by signing cards for the WWF.
He's right.
Yep.
But he said,
now my niece. Sorry.
Yeah. So he said, let's see. So his continued popularity from just 1 year of active Muda work in '89.
Yeah.
That's not really whatever.
Wait, is that what he's saying? That he was only active as Muda for a year in '89? That's weird.
Yeah. He says, I think a big reason that my old match footage is used at the NXT Performance Center is educational material for young wrestlers. He watched his own old matches back recently and came to a firm conclusion. If I were young right now, I'd be making a fortune in the U.S.
Yeah.
His one regret, if I could live my life over, I'd make sure to study English properly.
Yeah.
He said that's the single biggest hurdle for Japanese wrestlers. He was talking about WrestleMania observations. Yeah. He's like, the cultural divide. He said, watching this year's show, I noticed Rikishi's twin sons, Rikishi's nephew, Ric Flair's daughter, Rick Steiner's son, Dusty Rhodes' son, Bob Orton's son, all featured. In Japan, the narrative around second-generation talent is always centered on surpassing the father, but over there, it's viewed as carrying on a family tradition, so being a second-generation wrestler works in your favor. In Japan, it works against you.
Yeah.
Since second-generation wrestlers in Japan almost never break out, that's been the case ever since Rikidozan 2. But because you just brought up the Japanese training system.
Yeah.
He said the infamous 3,000 daily squats weren't a method, they were a symptom.
Yes.
When rookies were forced to do 3,000 squats a day, it was largely because the trainers themselves didn't actually know what or how to teach. Said bump drills designed to prevent injury were being used to cause injuries. The means and the ends got completely reversed. And then he gave some advice. He said, the vision for future was provocative. Offer elite salaries to wrestlers in their 20s. Let them go free at age 35 and head overseas on their own terms. Said young people nowadays choose careers based on compensation. Let them earn well while they're young, and once they build their reputation and skill, they can use their own leverage. His broader warning was clear. In any form of entertainment, if you don't draw in a younger audience, your future is grim.
It's true.
Spot fucking on.
Yep. Yeah.
So...
Amen.
The man knows.
Yep.
So let's get into the whole shebang. Well, I also forgot to mention on the semifinals on the show, Shun Skywalker makes his debut for New Japan and joins House of Torture.
Yeah, and immediately gets me excited, and then who gives a shit?
Yep. And then on the final show, we have a returning Jeff Cobb. Yep. He is back in New Japan because Callum Newman has a sword to the throat of Daiki Nakai. I'm like, oh, he's going to behead this man.
Yes.
Jeff Cobb shows back up with Gato.
What happens when you don't make way for the prince?
I guess so. Jeff Cobb shows back up. Callum's like thinking he's going to join United Empire again, and boom, he lays out Callum. Okay. So Jeff Cobb officially is in Unbound Company now.
JC Mateo in Unbound Company.
Hey, he got his little run.
I like that he I think he did an interview and he was like, he goes, I wasn't anywhere else. I just took a hiatus.
Yeah, I was just taking some time off.
Yeah, I took some time off.
Yeah, less than a year.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
At least he's not an info baby.
He literally had less than a year.
It's very funny to hear Muto's comment and then realize they also just brought on Zilla Fatu just so that an NXT crowd of 150 people can chant Umaga at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I saw the clip of that, and my favorite part of it is, other than the Nympho Baby part, is when they pan the crowd and there's a dude in an AEW Mox t-shirt and they quick cut that.
Oh,
bitch.
did they?
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus.
They're like, nope, with it.
So G1 final.
G1 final.
Ryohei Oiwa versus Zack
Yes.
Sabre Jr.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I've been champing at the fucking bit
Okay.
to talk about this match
Okay.
with everybody.
All right. Well, so let me just, before you start, let me just get out. I thought it was just okay. So you can go ahead.
Okay, good. I'm going to shut your mic off. No, incredible.
Joke's on you. My mic hasn't been on this whole time. Spoiler alert, this is a Brett solo show.
Oh, here we go. Probably match of the year for me.
I don't know what'll beat it.
It was just unfucking believable.
It's hard because it lands because we've been following it.
Yeah, so I don't want to be like, what means more to us, man?
No, but it helps. Long-term
But it
storytelling helps in
absolutely
wrestling.
helps.
And people say that Japanese wrestling doesn't have storytelling, but all the story's told in the ring.
Yeah.
And this is a culmination of, if not the entire G1, the last year of both of these guys' careers.
Even more than that.
Yeah.
Like, with Yuya's excursion
Right.
and getting hurt in the G1 and Oiwa not going over to the States but going to Noah to train under Ogawa, when Ogawa being like, his fucking comments this week being like, yeah, he's a way better wrestler than Kaito Kiyomiya. Sorry, is what it is.
Yeah, that was nice. What you just, the way you just adapted that was nice.
Yeah,
He outright said that Kiyomiya is a bitch. That he just is not living up to the potential and will not.
Yep.
It was remarkably stern, remarkably pointed from Ogawa. Yeah,
He's pissed off at him.
should be.
You know?
The kid was given everything, and what he decided to do with it was try and get one up over Okada, and got bitched out. He'll never recover in my mind from that. Every time I see him, I'll be like, I'll just have that look of Okada whooping your ass.
Yeah.
For real.
But yeah, Oiwa won a play-in
Yeah.
to get into this tournament.
Yep.
He wasn't even an automatic bid. He won the play-in.
Yeah.
This goes like 35 minutes,
35 or something, I think. Yep.
when it hit, was it the 10-minute mark or the 15-minute mark? We were texting, and I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yep.
They're just working holds.
Yep.
That's it. There's no big flashy moves. There's no this is all contained in the ring.
It's wrestling.
You watch the match, and even the corner men add so much to this. Despy and Taichi for Yuya, fucking Sabre for Oiwa was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just there's a visual where there's a picture where Oiwa has Yuya in a headlock and Zach's in the background telling him to change his grip.
Yeah.
I was like, the little fucking things.
Yep,
like
little
that.
things.
Just
This is a match of little things.
It's just the little things. And this is where, like, I made the comparison where it's just like, listen, man, I love a fancy pizza. I love chicken wing pizza. You want to give me like a broccoli pie or whatever? Great. Awesome. Love it. Cheese dough sauce.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you need is some cheese, some dough, some sauce. And it's a classic.
Yeah.
And I'm scared that people are going to try to replicate this match and you're going to fucking fail.
Oh, yeah.
Because this has been built up.
Yeah,
this wasn't just a one night, let's just work this way.
The first, 5 or 10 minutes of this match is predicated on Oiwa with the big rock, his headlock, that he's been working through the last months in through the G1 of his recent career, getting this headlock over as a submission. So the first 5 or 10 minutes of this match is Yuya grinding with a headlock so that Yuya can't, or so that Oiwa can't use it.
Yeah.
That's really cool, but it's built upon, if you know that that headlock is the threat in this match.
Yeah.
So Yuya is just grinding, trying to take those parts. So he's working on the arms. He's working the headlocks, and he's working on the arm and the shoulder. He's like, you're not going to get this on me. And then in turn, Oiwa is working body parts to stop Yuya from getting hit. His stuff is just The little things. It is a match of little things.
I love when Oiwa starts working the neck with the head scissors instead of the arms because he knows the arms are getting worked over. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to work your neck somehow, and you're going to get head scissored by me on the ground.
If it's not a headlock, it's wrist and arm control. Yeah. It's on for Yuya. It's awesome. Like, it's so good.
Yeah. Not many quote unquote wrestling moves.
Yeah.
You have like a couple backdrops. Mm-hmm. The Tenzon backdrop used by Oiwa was great.
He comes out in his Tenzon mask and Tenzon commentary, crying during this match more than he did on his own retirement.
That's right. Damn right. Just watching like the youth live up to it and exceed expectations.
Absolutely.
You know, when we were texting early in the morning, you're like, you said, this is a big spot for these two.
Yep.
This has potential. Mm-hmm. And I thought they over-delivered.
They did, yeah.
I thought they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
But again,
did Big Dave rate it yet?
I don't know.
Because, he put out a post yesterday and he's like, I'm not going to get to the Mercedes match, guys.
It's just a fucking gimmick at this point. Uh-huh.
He'd spend the 30 minutes and watch that instead of spending the 3 hours arguing with Road Dogg on the internet.
He was almost like a little critical of it, where he's just like, this is like a 1970s match. Okay. And it got over in front of that crowd, but I don't know how effective. And people online are like, dude, you're just fucking caught in gazing at these moves. You're a moves guy now, Dave.
Yep.
You forgot, no, this is pro wrestling. Yeah,
right.
That crowd was into it the whole fucking time. This did not let up.
What makes this great, and is the fact that everything they did was executed with precision, and there's not a botch, there's not a screw up.
No.
And they didn't do high risk things.
It
doesn't matter. They didn't have to. The crowd was so into it. Yeah. You don't have to do that shit. There's an aspect of wrestling that if you're doing big flashy moves, it's because you can't get the audience invested in the other things you're doing.
Yeah.
And these guys have this audience and me and you invested in every single tiny movement they do.
Dude, the arm drags from Yuya were so perfect.
The reversal.
That fucking reversal where Oiwa goes to throw the grip and he just gets arm dragged.
Swings up through it. It's amazing.
And on Japanese commentary, Milano Question giggles.
Yep, it's amazing.
He's just right. Because he knows what he's seeing. This is great.
This was a pay attention, watch these guys paint a painting.
Yeah.
And they did it perfectly. And here's the thing. My criteria for best match of the year, 5 stars, I do that stuff for my own ranking so I know where I put things or what I liked and didn't like if I want to go back. It's why I rate movies. I don't care if you agree or disagree.
Yeah.
It's I don't remember this movie. Was it good? Did I watch it? And I go, it was a 2-star. I don't need to rewatch it. Was it 4 stars? I'll give it another shot. If it's a 4-star, I probably remember it. But, it helps. Or, I'll say 1-star versus 3-star because I'll watch 2-star movies all the time. But, if you're Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay and you're doing high risk, big, low probability, high risk moves and you fuck one of them up, that detracts from the match. Because you tried to do something and you couldn't execute it. I'm not grading on a difficulty scale like figure skating does, where you get a better score if you do harder jumps. You chose to do a hard thing. You knew there was a potential to fuck it up. So I take a little knock.
Yeah.
These guys executed a perfect wrestling match. It doesn't matter what flips they did or anything. But if they pulled this whole match off the way they did and the crowd didn't give a fuck, then it's not a perfect wrestling match.
Yeah.
But they did this because the crowd was into it and they were engaged and they were hanging on every move and every bump and every pinfall and every count and everything. So it makes it a perfect wrestling match. It doesn't matter that there's not a Sky Twister moonsault in it. Yeah. It didn't need one. It didn't call for it. You want to call this old school? I will say it's old school, but only because people forgot how to do this the right way like they did.
I agree.
That's why it's old school.
Yeah.
It's because people were like, I can't get a headlock over. The crowd pops bigger if I do a triple moonsault. Yeah. The crowd will pop and they'll be on my side. The guys fucking earned this match, and they earned every move in it, and they earned their runs through the G1.
Yep.
And we'll see what other people think, watching it out of context. But, I grade things based on the context. And in the context of this G1, this is a perfect match for me. Yeah. And in the context of outside of this G1, this is a perfect match for me.
Yeah. It's a perfect ending to this tournament.
It's a perfect
match.
It really was. It's a youth movement we've been crying for.
Yeah.
That they've been seemingly resisting for a little while. And maybe thankfully they did, because if they caved in any further, it wouldn't have been these, or any earlier, it wouldn't have been these two. And these two were perfect for it. We've talked about these guys. We saw how these guys were probably going to pass the class with the Roy Wah Musketeers. And they both did. Before this final, they both were. And then into this final, those two are on the top with Tsuji. It's those two and Tsuji. Shooter's not a fucking factor.
No.
This G1 was better without him, and Ren Narita's a nothing.
It's a lost cause.
So if there's a 3 Musketeers in this fucking company right now, they're from 2 different generations because technically Oiwa and Yuya are of a different generation than Tsuji. They're also of a different generation than each other. I think, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So, but if there's 3 top guys in this company after this G1, it's those. Callum Newman would be number 4, but he gets number 4 because he's already held the title, so he should be higher, but he's a gaijin, so he automatically is a little lower. Because this is a youth movement, this is a homegrown, home talent, Japanese talent movement that a lot of us have been asking for a long fucking time, and they resisted the urge to put the champion here, who is your top draw right now. They resisted the urge to put somebody in with an AEW contract like Takeshi. They didn't even put Takeshi in the semis. Like, they resisted a lot of things that they could have done and trusted in their young talent for what I think is truly the first time they've done that in a bunch of years.
So I have here...
Since Naito and Okada left, this is the most they've trusted a young talent.
Absolutely. I have here in my notes for our year-end segment, our year-end show, 3 to watch.
Okay.
The last 2 years at number 2, I've put Ryohei Oiwa.
Yeah.
You saw it coming. Mm-hmm. And I'm so happy that, like, when you put, like, all that time into somebody and you just watch it and you see it develop and then you see it succeed, and like, as a fan, it is very, very satisfying.
Yeah.
Because like I've just been championing the guy for a couple of years now, and even when he was in Noah, like working with Kiyomiya, it's like, dude, this guy's fucking got it.
Right. Yep.
He's got the power. Now he's learning the technical stuff from Ogawa, and comes back and he's like, we're with Zach.
Right. Well,
the perfect guy to be with.
They were like, Zach was like, go to Ogawa and learn what you need to learn. You think Ogawa was boring? I happen to as well.
Yeah.
But there was no better fundamentals wrestler like technician.
Well, Zach would learn under Ogawa.
Ogawa he is an incredible technical wrestler. He just happens to be one of those guys that is like, I have very little flash. Yeah. The flashiest thing Ogawa ever did was wear those zebra stripe pants.
Damn right he did. But had his first and last name on his tights.
Right. But he's a talented cat. Yeah. And he clearly, then going to Zach, you're in fucking great hands.
Yeah.
And
where does Zach know how to pick them, huh?
Yeah, right. He's like, give me the good ones.
Yeah.
And 2 guys they didn't let out of the country.
Yeah.
His 2 young boys, they did not let go on full excursion because they were like, nah, we're good. They can stay here.
Yeah.
And it's proving right. And Yuya, all the props to fucking whatever Yuya learned from Joe Hendry and TNA.
Yeah. He learned like the entertainment part,
yes,
you know?
Exactly. Because when I look at them, when I look at Yuya Uemura especially, I see Tanahashi
and they're really like... I'm doing the high fly flow a lot in this tournament, you know, and they're really pushing that, which is.
But it works because
copy an A, get an A,
right? Because they need a pure white meat babyface.
Yeah.
Tsuji isn't that. Oiwa isn't going to be that.
No.
So
Yuya's shown the fire in his matches with Yuto Ice, you know, and I love something Oiwa said the next morning at the press conference. He goes, "What we did is what we believe in pro wrestling in that match." He goes, "That's not saying that's the end all be all." He goes. Yuto Ice, he goes, I hate the guy. He goes, but his striking is second to none.
Yep.
Oleg Boltin is a monster. Mm-hmm. And he's just like putting them over. It's just like, but what we did is what we did.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And I thought that was so perfect. Like, I said, man, New Japan right now, again, we've been calling for the youth movement.
Yep.
I feel like it's here.
It finally...
on paper, when you look at that roster of like guys like 32, 33 and under... You got a fucking killer lineup.
It happens every so often, and this one I feel like took a little longer. So we're 14 years, almost 15 away from Okada's breakout and that run. And like before that, the breakout was 10 years before that. So like we're looking around 10, 15 years for another breakout of these guys. And like these guys feel like the special that we've been trying to find for a long time.
Yeah. And
they had similar issues. Listen, the one of the reasons why the Tenzan era like is looked down upon is because Muto found a second wind in All Japan and had some great matches.
And-
And then Noah
yeah.
was hot as fuck.
And because Inoki was stubborn as
And
fuck.
Chono hung on way too long.
Yep.
Chono stayed in New Japan, and Inoki couldn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
So Chono was holding the world title, and well past. You think Keiji Muto stuck around too fucking long? Chono suffocated that company, and I love him, but he suffocated that fucking company,
did, yeah.
and those guys suffered, even though they were with him and they were winning titles with him.
They still suffered.
They still suffered. The company suffered. So they did not answer the call when they needed to, and Okada helps, pumps it up,
No doubt.
and then Okada comes in, and it's off to the fucking races.
Yeah.
And Okada leaves, and Kenny leaves, and Okada leaves, and Ospreay leaves, and Naito leaves, and it's like, who the fuck is going to be next? And they tried Finlay, they tried Jay White, and he got frustrated because Jay White could have done a lot of fucking work there. And did.
He did, because
He did.
if you remember at the end, we were like,
Yes.
what's left?
What's left?
There's nothing
Right.
left.
Right.
He did it all.
He did it all really quick. They burned it a little too
Yeah.
quick, maybe. But like so we're sitting there going, Naito ain't the fucking answer, and this guy's not the answer. And Shooters tries, and then he just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And they don't give the run with Sabre that Sabre should have had.
Yep.
And they're just going back to old. It's like, okay, what are we doing? Where are we at? And so it's been 3 years or so where it's like, please.
Like you had the fun little Goto
Yeah,
run.
right.
You know,
It was
but-
great.
Yeah.
But they did that because they were like, we need this. We need the guy who's never done it to try and elevate things.
Yeah.
And then it did. And then him winning and then losing two younger guys helped. But like, and then the Callum Newman thing and the injury, like whatever, it's all great. But this feels like the way where New Japan's at its strongest when it has a core of at least 3 on the top.
Yep.
Excuse me. That are homegrown and can fucking deliver. And they have that again for the first time in a while.
Yeah, I'm really believing in the company right now.
Yeah, me too.
You know, they have me feeling the most faith in them I've had in a long time. Listen, Gato made some weird decisions over the last few years, and I think a lot of it was panic.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
You know, when you're bringing in guys like Matt Riddle and Dolph Ziggler, and you're trying to capitalize on what's left of your American audience, but at the same time, the American audience doesn't want to fucking see these guys. They're over them, you know? They want to see, you know, the homegrown Japanese guys. And like, listen, dude, I love when Andrade goes over there. You know, I love it. Like, he's fucking incredible over there. But like, we've been just calling for the homegrowns. Like,
it's funny too to see the older talent that they didn't go with are still so beloved.
yeah,
They never gave Ishii a run. Ishii could have had at any point when they needed. He would have even putting the never back on him would have helped, right? Taichi is always super over, and they put him losing play-ins in the G1 for like 2 fucking years. You know, and 3 or 4 years ago, Kojima was like, "I'm never going to do a G1 again." He looks better than so much of this roster.
he looks so good, man.
And the fans love him. And that's Goto was treated that way. Goto was that dude that was like, he's the old guard, but people were happy to see it again. And then they moved on, which is fine. But like, sticking with Naito longer than they should have. Like, and like the Finlay run. Well, and I think Finlay is good, but like they tried too hard.
Yeah,
you know,
it never got there.
They tried to Roman Reigns him, but it didn't fucking work. Where they're just like, we're gonna push this guy until people like him.
Yeah.
And I like him more than I did, but never in that position.
No. I mean, you had, you know, the whole Takeshita run last year where then people were like, oh, well, maybe they like Evil more than Takeshita because he's a homegrown guy.
Yeah.
I think what they've done in New Japan with Takeshita over the last year has been incredible.
Yeah, right.
He's beloved now. He's just part of like the Hantai group, like, which people love it, you know?
Yeah.
And he's so loved now by that crowd.
Absolutely.
Which makes me very happy.
Yes, for sure.
You know, but that's another guy, like, he's a fucking young guy.
Right,
Like,
right.
it's...
Yeah.
Man, there's just so much happening right now.
Yeah, and you look
over
at how
there.
good the Super Juniors was, shockingly.
Super Juniors was great this year.
You know, Hiromu's gone. I wouldn't think that would be a thing.
He's debuting on SmackDown
Apparently.
this week.
Evil has to go to NXT, but Hiromu can go right there with Shinsuke.
Yeah, Shinsuke says it. He's a ticking time bomb.
Yep. But like, you know, but you look at how Robbie Eagle's impressed and how they Daiki Nagai is not going on an excursion. He got picked up into a group immediately. and you look at Kosai Fujita and
Who's just
Despy
the
now,
fucking man.
Despy now being the older guard, and like we're putting Jun Kasai in there, and Shun Skywalker is a great signing if he doesn't do all this fucking House of Torture bullshit, you know, and like Robbie X is looking better than I ever thought a man that looked like Robbie X could do. Like and like they announced, like they just saw yesterday on Twitter, they're like Robbie X returns next week, or it was like, wow.
Yeah, you have the Destruction in Kobe show coming up soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be, is it Goto versus Suji for the world title?
Yep. And Oiwa did announce he's challenging at King of Pro Wrestling. They're not waiting till Wrestle Kingdom.
That's the new norm.
Yeah.
That's 3 years in a row now they're going to do that. So I think it's smart.
You think they run this back at Wrestle Kingdom? You think that this gets enough they go back to it?
I think it's a little dangerous to do that.
I think so too.
Because
but I think they'll want to. I think they'll want to.
If you run it back,
that's not as good.
And Oiwa wins, Yuya's kind of
all
right. He's lesser than. You just lost the G1 final and you lost Wrestle Kingdom to Oiwa. Why? What makes you get a third shot?
Oiwa Saber, Wrestle Kingdom.
I mean, I'd go fucking nuts over that. But then if Yuya wins, you go, oh, well, then Oiwa, he only had the belt for 3 months, you know? So it's that double-edged, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know?
It'll be interesting.
But, again, I don't...
they have some options, because Callum can easily get put back in there because he had just lost... Hey, I didn't lose that title. I had to give it up, whatever.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I was injured, you know, whatever. So...
Yeah, you can do Callum, Oiwa, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But either way, I am so fucking excited.
Me too.
This match, like, fired me up.
How many times did you end up watching this?
3 times.
I watched it twice.
Yeah, I watched it 3 times. Because I watched it when it aired live. I watched it again the same night.
I went and watched it back Japanese when you told me that I could,
Yeah, and then I went and I watched it again about 2 days ago.
On a second watch, the thing that stood out the most to me was the opening headlock stuff, where Yuya actually gets the headlock over for Oiwa in the first 5 minutes by not letting him do it and doing one himself. Gets the headlock over in the first 5. It's insane. And it's not the dude whose signature move it is. And he gets it over. But the rolling short arm scissors.
So good, dude.
And I was like, I rewound it and I was like, is he doing a short arm scissors? The crowd is on their fucking feet and he's rolling with it. I was like, okay, awesome. Wrestling for me.
And again, like, this is such like just like a payoff to an investment almost. Like, you've been watching these guys
like
for
wrestling
years
is supposed
now.
to be.
Like, watch them for years. And finally they get the chance and they fucking over deliver. And it's just, it was so much fun to watch, dude. I'm like,
me too.
I was over the moon about it.
Too.
I'll probably watch it 2 or 3 more times. Like,
so you have those matches, and it happens every year where you see the one, and you go, well, that's the one. I don't know that anybody's going to catch that, and I don't know. We'll see, but I just don't think so. Well, we'll see.
I have.
If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be in like 9 or 10 days.
So I don't know if I texted you or Marcus about it. I said, listen, like, Osprey Omega's going to go fucking nuts. It's going to be insane.
Absolutely.
I'm going to love it.
100%.
But this is just, it's different.
So,
it's just different.
Right. So here's, and this is, all the opinions expressed are my opinions and not the opinions of We Need Wrestling or the soon to be named network as a whole. But it's like what way, this is a really silly analogy. I don't know if it's going to work, but like what weighs more, a ton of flowers or a ton of steel, or a ton of feathers or a ton of steel? They weigh the same, right?
Yeah.
If I got a 5, 6, 7-star match out of Omega and Osprey, and it's up against what I consider a 5 or 6-star match between Oiwa and Yuya, they can both be there.
Yeah.
But I prefer the style of Oiwa Yuya over, no matter how perfect the match can. They can push it really, really far.
It's going to be insane. It's going to be fucking insane.
Like, was Oiwa Yuya better than the 7-star Okada Omega? I don't know that anything is that doesn't involve Mitsuharu Misawa in some way.
Yeah, that's hard.
But for what this match did and what it made me feel and the way they worked it, it is my kind of wrestling match. We're talking about styles. That motherfucker was more of an old school All Japan wrestling match than New Japan will ever fucking see again.
Yeah.
Which is what, and Tenzan is there, Koji wrestled both. Like, it's, so like, that I don't know that anything's going to beat it because of the feels. It's, like, it's the same thing with Saya and Tama. feud. Like,
Yeah.
I was in the feels too, and that matters. And I'm in the feels for Kenny and Will, but like, the shocking part of that match will be if Will doesn't win.
I think
So
once you see them in Wembley,
yeah,
and hear the crowd, you're gonna get caught up.
I will appreciate the moment for Will.
Yeah, you're gonna get caught up.
But like, it's like, listen, I love a lot of wrestlers, but like, if I'm sitting down and I want to get entertained by wrestling, I'm going to put on Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man. Or if I'm like, oh, let me watch who's going to entertain the fuck out of me in cool matches on TV, and I'm going to be like, oh, let me see what Buzz Sawyer was up to. Like there's a style of wrestling, Arn Anderson, those like that I just like more. That match delivered more on, and it's a rarity in this business. Kenny and Ospreay are going to be amazing, but they're also going to do Kenny and Ospreay things.
Yeah.
Oiwa and you gave us a match that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The style of match that we haven't seen in a long time. And it was...
I did like...
It was front to back absolutely sound.
I did like my pizza analogy.
Yeah, it works.
I'll do a chicken wing analogy. Guess what, man? Sometimes I just want some mild wings.
There you go.
I don't need flashy fucking sauces. I don't need maple bacon, garlic, fucking whatever. I just want a mild chicken wing.
Every best pizza I've ever had, like, oh, this is the best pizza, has been a plain. That's the standard.
Plain pie.
Like, I don't care how good your other pizzas are. I like a pepperoni. My favorite toppings are sausage and peppers.
I like a pickle pizza.
But if I'm like walking around New York and I want to find what the best slice is, I don't get toppings on anything. I want that plain. I want to make sure, it's the thing that I call the judge, chicken parm, not Josh from the comic shop, but chicken parm is the judge. When I walk into a restaurant and I'm not sure how the food's going to be,
100%.
I order a chicken parm, because if they fuck up a chicken parm, everything else will be fucked up.
Yeah.
If you can't do a chicken parm, you can't do anything else.
Yep.
It is the judge.
Yeah.
Plain pizza is the judge. If you can't do a plain pizza, if you can't make a fucking headlock work in a wrestling match, you're a lesser wrestler.
Yeah.
Kenny and Will can make a headlock work.
Absolutely,
They're just not going to.
No, and they don't
need to.
They don't have to.
They don't have to.
They're going to make everything else work.
Right. The circumstances matter.
But this is just different.
Where my heart lies, did Night of the Creeps win an Oscar? It should have.
Absolutely.
But it didn't.
Yeah.
But if you put fucking, I don't know, whatever wins Oscars these days, if you put a Darren Aronofsky movie on my screen, you're like, this is the most beautifully shot, wonderfully told movie ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm going to watch Tom Atkins with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Little different, but I like simpler things. It's my heart sings with them. I like that kind of stuff. I don't need the bells and whistles. I don't need an IMAX 7mm camera. I enjoy the fuck out of it when I do.
Of course.
But that's not what I'm looking for.
Right. I'm all in.
But 70mm IMAX camera can't make up for shitty cinematography.
Yeah. Yep.
And flashy wrestling can't make up for shitty fundamentals.
I agree. 100%. This match, again, I don't know what's going to beat it for me. I think it has usurped Tanahashi versus Okada from Wrestle Kingdom as my number one. Because that was my... When that happened...
I don't have them in order, but
when that happened, I was
list.
beating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It made me feel something,
It's
man.
my match of the year. It's the most engaged I've felt in wrestling all year. So
yeah, and you know what? I said I wasn't going to watch New Japan Live this year, and I fucking watched every goddamn
You sure
match.
did.
I watched every night. And the G1 this year was overwhelmingly positive, especially A Block. I thought they fucking cooked. B Block had some good stuff. Of course, everything was shorted because of the Umino injury.
Yep.
So you didn't get the full story in that block.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, G1 overall, man, I had a fucking blast. I just love it. I say it every year. It is my favorite month of pro wrestling. It's probably my favorite thing in pro wrestling is the G1. Just because of how fucking these guys are just going so hard.
Yeah.
And just to see they don't let up.
I
love it. I love it so much.
It sets off the rest of the year going forward, which sounds weird because Wrestle Kingdom should do that because Wrestle Kingdom's their WrestleMania. But the storylines till the next G1 are all set out basically in the G1 from the year before.
Yeah.
So you get your champions, you get all that, all that kind of stuff. Oiwa might not win the title. That's also a thing.
There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee at all. So if if Tsuji wins and Yuya doesn't get his rematch, it could be Tsuji Yuya at Wrestle Kingdom.
Absolutely.
You know, like, because he beat him there. Like, those options are all out there. But like, you said like it's your favorite stuff. Like, G1's the best wrestling tournament of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why so many people duplicate it. It's why every company does one now. Except for WWE.
Listen, the C2 is great in
Yeah.
AEW. Don't get me wrong. I feel like that's probably my favorite month of the year in AEW.
Everything, every round robin tournament in wrestling,
Yeah.
where it debuted or not, does not have the name it is given. It is that company's G1.
Yeah.
It's so much so New Japan just has the N1. The C2, the N1, it's the G1. Stardom has the 5-star Grand Prix.
Yeah.
That is Stardom's G1. That is the shorthand for all of them because when they are round robin tournaments like that it's the G1 is the template.
Yeah.
So
it is the standard.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
what were your favorite matches this week? I think both of us are just
Ruaka versus it is solidly the listen. As much as I got into that fucking much as I love that main event of the G1 and it is the best match of the week, I left a piece of my heart in that ring with Tenzan, and that finale was legitimately such a powerful and emotional retirement match for a man who physically couldn't do it but willed himself to be on his feet and fight his best friend and biggest rival.
Yeah.
That means so fucking much to me. Like, that is a goddamn retirement. Like, this isn't, like, and listen, I'm not disparaging anybody. Muto bringing in Nakamura from WWE is a great achievement, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
But that was a showcase. That was a bells and whistles, who can we get over here kind of thing. This was history ending.
Yeah.
And it was remarkable because of that. That being said, the main event of the G1 is one of the best matches I've ever seen, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
So that's there. And then my other one is what I think is honestly, in my heart of hearts, a 5-star match in itself. Mox versus Jay White. I love that match. I could not love that match more from this week.
You know, I was even talking when I was talking to
thought it was
Marcus.
amazing.
He said, he goes, this should have been at All In.
Yep.
That match.
It was a pay-per-view level match.
It was pay-per-view level.
It absolutely
on TV.
was. It was I also felt that match was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Same for both.
Yeah.
You know, a couple notes about the Tenzan retirement too. I love the stat of Tenzan and Kojima main evented the Tokyo Dome as partners and as rivals. That is fucking incredible.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, I did listen to Tim on Final Wrestling Place this week.
Somebody has to.
I'll say this. I was happy of his appreciation of like the differences in retirements in Japan versus North America.
You get your shit jammed in a garbage bag in this fucking country for a certain company.
And just the respect.
Yeah.
And he says, he's like, this year alone, like he got to experience the Tanahashi retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Tenzan retirement, the Meiko Satomura retirement, you know, and it's respect.
Mikayo.
It's just respect and love and admiration for these people.
Right. It's thank you
what
for
they've done,
giving us your bodies.
Yeah, what they've done for their business.
Right. That's the thing. The Japanese fans were taught, I think, or ingrained that like these men are entertaining us at the cost of their physical well-being. When you look at Tenzan and you think of that career and you're like, thank you so much for this because the rest of your life is going to be hard.
Yeah.
You know, like if we see him again, he's going to be wheelchair bound. Like he can barely walk.
Yeah.
And he maybe not wrestling and he'll get better over time. But like there's one Tatsumi Fujinami. So for some reason,
the man's ageless.
I think it's the regimen of the 9 million Hindu squats. Yeah, that's why Flair,
him and fucking Backlund, dude.
Right. But like the fans understand, and the promoters and the company understands. You sacrificed your like these guys are in their 40s, like and are like immobile.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Muda, you're old, but whatever, like, you know, Tenzan's, I think, in his 50s. But, like, these guys gave up everything. Like, you know, like, and the fans are at least taught or learned to appreciate that, and they do. So it makes those things emotional. And and they still build on those moments. Like Tenzan lost, but that was a huge moment for him.
Yeah.
When WWE literally calls people and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll bring you in, but you're retiring in 6 months, and this is how we're doing it." And and it's going to be bullshit, bells and whistles, jingle and keys with no respect paid. Just come in, you're going to retire, and that's it.
Remember the Goldberg retirement?
Right.
Or like fucking AJ Styles getting fucking
Right.
choked out in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Like nobody,
Which opened the gate for him to continue trying to get his son over through controversy.
But it's like nobody cares
Right.
about it. Even
Right.
like the Cena retirement. No, like it's just
right.
It felt so flat.
But Ron Killings.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me Ron Killings doesn't deserve a better send off in fucking professional wrestling than the fans having to get him back on TV, whether you believe that's a work or not? Like it's bullshit. The way whether it's real or not, your presentation is we don't give a fuck about these guys.
Yeah.
And when you look at someone like Tanahashi, who is a legend of legends, like top 5 biggest Japanese stars of all time. Tenzan's a huge star. The gap between him and Tanahashi is fucking wide.
Leaps and bounds.
So like that's just how that's not an indictment on Tenzan. That's how good Tanahashi and how important Tanahashi was.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, Tanahashi helped pull them out of the era that Tenzan was stuck in.
Yeah.
But like it's just so remarkable, and I'm glad Tim picked up on that.
Yeah.
Finally something got through. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Did you buy anything this week?
A couple beers at trivia. A Happy Meal so I can get a Godzilla Hello Kitty toy.
I'm gonna have to do that for lunch tomorrow.
Otherwise, no, I don't know.
I bought, and I had a hell of a time doing it.
Ooh.
Sitting 45 minutes waiting for their website to refresh. Thanks, Pro Wrestling Tees. I broke and I bought the Jushin Thunder Liger Big Rubber guy because I wanted it, and I bought it.
Yeah.
And it's shipped already, so I should hopefully have that in hand soon.
I gotta buy that Tenzan shirt, the Tenzan retirement shirt.
Let me know.
Yeah.
I have to place a dual order
Yeah.
there.
It's
Also,
a brand new illustration. He commissioned it from that artist.
Dave Howard, G1 winner, your shirt, it's ordered.
Yeah.
We bought your shirt.
They can't steal your identity.
Yeah. So it's ordered. I didn't get a shipping notification yet, but
You'll see.
yeah, you'll see. So that's it, though.
That's it. We get out of here?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. This has been We Need Wrestling. You can find us online at We Need Wrestling. WeNeedWrestling.com. You can email the show at WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com. I got a really good email about how we can get 30 to 40 billion listeners a month.
Fine.
If I just sign up for this one account.
Success.
Yes. So see you suckers later. We're going to start getting monthly listeners that are roughly 5 times more than the entire world population. Everyone in the world is going to listen to our show 5 times every month.
Boy, do they overshoot that, huh?
I guess so. They undershoot a shot. It's 6 times.
There we go.
What they don't know is we already get that listenership. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on social media. Soon-to-be-named network.tumblr.com. We're Joe, the godfather of the soon-to-be-named network. Gathers, compiles.
You're going to wrap this up because I have to pee so bad.
Again?
Dude, I don't know what's going on. That energy drink is making me piss like a racehorse.
Check out all the other shows on the soon-to-be-named network. Longbox Heroes After Dark, At Odds with Wrestling with Joe and Adam, Final Wrestling Place with hopefully Marcus and Tim, and I think that's it. We'll be back next week.
Bye.
Brett's pissing.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds!